Hello, everybody. Welcome to the transfer deadline. NUFC, of course. We talk about. I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest, because I'm so damn knackered of everything that's going on. But you will be able to see right here, or right here. You'll be able to see right here all the deals happening in the Premier League for the next 3 hours. We're going to be live, interjecting, of course, with anything that the old man might say that's obviously that makes no sense. And by the way, at 1 a.m., right after this show, NUFC extra time to dwell and deal with the outcome
Beyond.
of everything else. As you know, NUFC extra time, everything is perfect, and we shall be all right. But look at that. Sterling hopeful over completing late Arsenal switch. So he's hopeful that a deal can be agreed. That's a player we could have went for. Arsenal also signing Bournemouth keeper Neto on loan. You're going to see a lot of those deals scrolling through your screen, of course. But let's talk Newcastle United. There is a poll in the live chat that goes like this, because I wanted to be fair to people like the Mighty Win. Of course, he's going to complain about it, but I wanted to be fair to him and everybody that thinks like that. So I said, are you happy or understandable of this transfer window? Simple. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Horrible window. Horrible window is just an adjective. It's just something out there. Not really. No, I'm not. Or
The-
yes, I am.
So the answer to
So
that
you
is
can
no, I'm
vote.
not.
So you can vote. No. Are you? If you're understandable, you can vote. Yes, I am
No, no,
understandable
no,
of
no,
this
no,
window.
no.
So
No,
there you
I'm
go.
not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get your opinion, of course, on that. There is also a poll in the community of the channel that we put out.
But what's the alternative that you've put in?
Yes, I am understandable, or no, I'm not.
No, no, not
Happy or
just no, I'm
understandable.
not. What's the no, I'm not?
Horrible window. Yeah, horrible window.
Exactly.
Because if
So
you're
I
not
am neither
because
one of those.
because if you're not happy or feel understandable of this window, if you don't understand,
Which I'm
then you think
neither.
it's a horrible window. Okay, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the folks, man. There's also a poll in the community of the chat that says, "Are you happy with or satisfied with the Newcastle transfer window so far?" Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Simple as that. Over 251 voters already on that poll in particular in the community of the chat. So you got two if you want to vote and have your opinion on that, of course. Well, we already got 172 people watching currently. So hit the like button. Help us out. It helps us a lot. I know a lot of channels are being live right now about Newcastle United, but if you prefer us, that's lovely, and thank you so much. There's a countdown, so we do have 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 41 seconds to sign anybody. Hopefully, that may happen, and I think the Mighty Win is hopeful that something might be done because he always said we're working on something behind the scenes. Something is going to happen. I trust that we are quiet and well, where we go. There you go. We're gonna get into that. There's a lot of stuff that's happened throughout the day, of course. A lot. And actually started yesterday. Really, the Mark Guehi saga was finito. It finished. It was done. Nothing happened there. And let's bring in our beloved. I don't know what her name is, but she's
Yeah, there
kind.
are.
But she's nice talking. I like her accent. Let's listen to Sky Sports reporting on how the Guehi saga ended for Newcastle United.
Squad for those Nations League matches. But the breaking news in terms of his future this lunchtime is that Newcastle are set to walk away from their long-running pursuit of Guehi after growing tired of negotiating with Crystal Palace. You'll remember that they kept coming back in with offers. They've offered a club record £65 million plus £5 million in add-ons for the England international. But the Palace owner, Steve Parish, has so far refused to accept. Palace have remained pretty firm on their valuation. They didn't want to lose their captain as they look to strengthen their squad. Time now running out in this transfer window, and it now looks likely that Newcastle will walk away without their number one target this summer. They've had those multiple bids turned down in recent weeks, but those involved in the deal believe that Parish does not want to sell. It is unclear now if Newcastle will look elsewhere for another defender because Eddie Howe had his heart set on Guehi. But yet we understand that Newcastle are set to walk away from their pursuits of Mark Guehi.
Look at that old man. Look how that ended. Something else came up today as well. We're gonna obviously quote a lot of reporters that came out and specifically talked about Guehi, specifically talked about other, you know, possible incomings for Newcastle United. I don't know if I can confirm this. I'm in no position to confirm nothing, but I did get a notification from SofaScore saying that Ashby has gone to QPR. I didn't see anywhere on Twitter that, but SofaScore sent it to me. So I don't know what's happened. You take that for what it is. And so, but I don't think that affects as much, does it? I mean, Ashby is just a player that. I
Long
mean,
as Trip stays.
and so that's that. Of course, later on, breaking news: Sky Sports, Newcastle are in talks to sign Anthony Elanga from Nottingham Forest. And this was about 11:38 a.m. for me. It must have been about 5:38 p.m. UK. Sort of late. And all of a sudden, we come up with this Elanga situation. Late as hell. Why? Listen, you cannot keep a secret anymore, man. Very, very, very unlikely for you to keep a secret. I know Isak, all that stuff. Nobody knew. Well, very, very rare that you keep a secret. And why all of a sudden we are heavily, this is not even heavily linked. We just all of a sudden came in, bang, Elanga, which would have been great. I would have been content with Elanga, even though a lot of players think, a lot of Mighty Win thinks he's like ASM. But it would have been
I
a
didn't
decent
think he's
deal.
like ESM. It was a Nottingham Forest supporter on Tuesday that said he was like ESM.
Yeah, it would have been decent. We didn't have a Forest supporter on here, man. What's wrong with you? Are you pissed or what?
What are you talking about?
We had a supporter from Bournemouth and then Tottenham. We didn't have a supporter for Forest.
We did have a supporter from Forest.
Are you mad, man?
Before the League Cup game.
We know we didn't. What are you talking about, man?
On Tuesday night.
No, we did not. We did not have a Nottingham Forest supporter on the channel. This old man is done, man. He's done. Look at the. Are you serious? Anyways, we're gonna start the comments. Look it up on your phone and see if you saw a Forest supporter. You never see it. You see Steve McCullough, man. He's a Newcastle fan, American guy. By the way, McTominay seems to be gone to somewhere as well. I don't know why Sky Sports has the deadline at 7 hours and 50 minutes to go. I don't know. I mean, there's certainly not that time left. We got 2 hours and 50 minutes, which we're going to be live on. So we're going to get into your comments, of course. But Newcastle in talks with Anthony Elanga. That was quickly and swiftly taken down and not even entertained much, to be honest, because a lot of reporters, as the lady said, just said, that it doesn't matter. That the prices are not met. They wanted a player. Apparently, some said that we gave a player Almiron. We offered Almiron for it, but they didn't want to take it. Nottingham Forest. But it's a tough situation because now smaller teams like Forest, and Bournemouth, or did we ever go for Semenyo? He killed us, by the way. We didn't even try, did we? Smaller teams like this, Crystal Palace, they could care less, man. They really could care less. Ian Fleming says, Chris, the window closes at 11, not 12. Is that right? 11? Well, look, we have the time down until midnight, man.
11:59, I think it is.
Yeah, I thought you can get a deal then, even in the last hour. But we'll see. We shall see. Well, look, Sky Sports has the timer in 8 hours, 7 hours. So I can't be that far off. As you see right there, ex-Chelsea striker Abraham. We were linked to Abraham as well. Remember that. Leaves Roma for Milan. Milan have just signed. You saw it live on your screen. Milan signed Tammy Abraham, former Chelsea player from Roma. Nobody wanted him. Anyways, Mighty Wayne, give me your whole assessment on what's going on, man. This transfer window. By the way, you being because everybody's been working at NUFC Talk TV. By the way, I've been with my pen. I've been digging down. I've been looking. I've been surfing the internet for deals. and I think our ITK, our senior ITK, the Mighty Win, he was also working today, and right there, he was on his phone trying to get a deal done, trying to get some insights. He was on his phone right there, man. So good work, brother. Good work. You were out there working on the grounds. So that's good stuff, mate. Appreciate that you doing that work. Were you able to get any info?
None at all. I'm not ITK.
Not at all, man. So he was working on it. But anyways, give me your full assessment on this on today, man. What did you think? Are you happy? Are you content? Is this what you want, man?
I'm a happy no, far from it. In terms of the overall window, far from it. But I'm devastated. I'm really, really, really worried about the season we're going into. Nah, nowhere near. The main thing to take out of this window is that we've hung on to Bruno, to Isaac, to Gordon, and to a lesser extent, J7. Why there hadn't been more people in for him, I don't know. But the fact that we've held on to those 4 players doesn't make it a total disaster. Now then, if you're asking me, should we have got somebody else in? Yes, undoubtedly we should. And I'm not bothered about the centre-back position, but we should most definitely have got a right winger in. Now then, the argument could be that, bear in mind, when we signed Anthony Gordon, we signed him as a right winger. And it was only when Barnes got injured, and we bought him as a right winger, by the way, to a certain degree, for the future. He was a very young man, and we saw him as the future. Barnes got injured. Gordon came in, did a fabulous job, player of the season, on the left wing. So whilst we should have been playing at the start of the season with Barnes on the left and,
Thank you, Ian,
and Gordon on the right, it ended up that Gordon played virtually the whole season on the left, which left us then with the weak link in the team, which was the right wing. So am I happy that we have not signed a right winger in this window? Damn right I'm not happy. And I definitely thought that there would be stuff going on in the background to make sure that that hadn't happened. And by stuff going on in the background, I don't mean this like super late bid that we've put in for Elanga. Having said all of that, the last thing I would want would be to get in a reasonable right winger who's better than Miggy or Murphy, who we would have to pay big wages to, who would have to pay a fee for. Far better for me, wait until you can get the player you want. Because as I've said a million times, the squad that we've currently got is fantastic.
do you hear me right, or do you hear me muffled or anything like
Yeah,
that?
you're perfect.
I'm perfect. Thank you, man. I knew that.
Hello.
So it looks like my mic is good. Let me know in the comment section. Toon Talk says, "When in jail, where is the elite player you said?" We're gonna have to look for this out.
Wrong.
You were wrong. You admit you were wrong.
Hands up. Yeah. I honestly believe they would have somebody in the back room.
Yeah. Betsy's coming at me. Betsy, you want to say hi?
So I'm wrong. Am I devastated? No.
Betsy's a happy clapper too. So she likes
Betsy's sensible. Hello, Betsy.
Come here. Say hi. She's got her okay, come here closer. She's got her new top on.
Hey, hi, babe.
Yes. But she's a happy clapper though. She wants Miggy to stay and all that stuff. And everybody can well agree on that. But look, eh, m- don't forget pork steak with potato salad and baked beans. Listen, I gotta eat, man. That's how I deal with my stress. I gotta eat. But we're gonna get into your comments. Two and talk. I don't have a jail set up on this format, but I will look for one in a minute. But he does deserve to be in jail for a whole week. He needs to be in jail, no matter what. I guess if we reach like 100 pounds in donations in 1 week, I guess he can be out. But he needs to stay because he actually said he told everybody not to panic. He told everybody.
Hands up. That's exactly what I said. I had every faith in the team, if you like, the background team. And that faith has proven to be badly founded.
Yeah.
Up to now.
I will say though, because there was a big debate in the chat that people were blaming heavily this on Eddie Howe. And I'm not 100%. Actually, I'm not 100%. I agree that Eddie, I guess, could have a fault in because he's being included, I'm pretty sure, in the discussions of players. But I don't think that Eddie Howe, and actually we can put up a poll. I forgot Toon Talk. We're gonna do that later on. We got 3 hours to talk nonsense, man. So we're gonna certainly do that. Just remind me if you don't mind, Toon Talk. That we're gonna put it up for the people. I just don't see why they hate on Eddie Howe. I mean, people say that he was
me neither.
Because people say that he was indeed he only wanted Guehi but look, if Guehi, first of all, you will never not bring a player to Man City and Pep Guardiola not want. Now, can we agree that Eddie is not on that level? 100%. But he has to have some type of level of agreement. And Guehi comes on and he starts, plain and simple. And so that is a no-brainer. So if you're going to tell me you bring Chabola from Chelsea, why would you buy somebody that's not even going to be taken in consideration? If you're able to get Guehi next season, he's not going to play. He's not going to play over Shard. He's not going to play over Botman healthy. He's not going to play over Byrne possibly. They're probably on the same level, to be fair. Why would you do all of that? For what? You know what I mean? So now what I would have gone for is for Chabola, and a player of that level, lower level than Guehi, is simply going alone and see what he does, help you out for a season where you have an injury. I would have done that. But to say that Eddie is at fault because of the transfers, Eddie has nothing to do. And the chat as well, DX including all of them, they said they're going to join. So we shall see if they have the, what it takes to show up on the show. That, that Eddie is the one in charge of transfers, that basically Paul Mitchell just brings the players, the ideas. What? So we just hired a scout to do DOF. That's not DOF job. He needs to do proper DOF, which is negotiating, finding players, talking to clubs, getting the deal done. That's his job. And his job is to protect the club from managers. Now that people are going to say that, whoa, what are you saying? Yeah. A DOF, it's not because the manager can say, give me this guy, that guy, this guy, that one, and this one. He gets sacked at the end of the season. Now you're stuck with players that nobody wanted other than the manager. So the DOF is there to say, wait a minute, one of his jobs, I don't think this guy's good, right? And his job could have been as well if he didn't rate Guehi and say, I don't think Guehi, 80. They want 60, 70 million for Guehi. I think he's worth 40, if that. So we can't spend money on that. We don't have it. And have that negotiation. But you don't spend damn near a month on a player if you both don't agree on it. So I'm not going to – I understand Paul Mitchell's background and that we need to wait. Surely we need to wait and see what the next the January window can bring us, and maybe he'll have more of an understanding. But this is not – you're not asking him to do a job that he's not used to. This is his job, Paul Mitchell. This is what he does. So it's this whole thing that, he comes in and he's a brand new guy. No, that's what he does. This is his job. He came on July 4th. He had 2 months to get signings in. So if I have to blame somebody, I'm going to put more of the blame on him and Darren Eales, who is in charge of everybody. Eddie Howe has his say, I'm sure, but to say that he is the one in charge of transfers, I think that's completely out of pocket. But Mighty Win, what do you think about the blame on Eddie, man, and all that stuff?
Right. What I think is, if Eddie is to blame, if, as all these Eddie outers are saying, he has had the final decision on everything, and it's Guehi and nobody, I don't want anybody else but Guehi, all of that sort of stuff. And he hasn't been shouting for a right winger because he's perfectly happy with Miggy and Murphy. If that's the case, and if he is to blame for this window, then he's the only person who's going to carry the can for his actions.
Well, he's not going to get sacked on transfer.
Because if it doesn't work, he's the one that's going to get the sack.
But he's not going to get sacked because of the lack of transfers. He's going to get sacked if we don't get to Europe, if we don't perform
exactly.
well.
So if the transfer policy is his decision, so he knows what he's going into this season with. And if that doesn't work, and if we don't end up anywhere near top 4, it's him that's going to be sacked, and he'll be gone by Christmas.
But he's going to be going on football.
If that's the case, he's got no. Now then, if he does get, supposing we haven't signed anybody, right? So we get to Christmas and we're nowhere near top 4. Eddie gets sacked, then we might find out what's going on. Because if Eddie gets sacked, as loyal as he is and as gentlemanly as he is, the truth will come out then. And if it's a case that the board haven't backed him because they don't rate him, then that's a totally different kettle of fish.
There's a lot of assumptions you can make. And you can say, because we will never know the truth. You can say that they don't back Eddie, so that's why they didn't sign anybody. But to me, that's that's detrimental to the team, to the club. And I don't think that would be not the first time. I don't think it wouldn't be unusual because I'm sure some clubs have done it. But in this particular thing where we're supposed to move on, look, Alan Shearer, you think that Paul Mitchell is not driving with the cops behind him? You understand my analogy? Like, you don't think he has eyes on him? You don't think that he is, he knows that fans, what they're saying? You don't think he feels the heat of Alan Shearer saying, if you don't make a statement signing, it's going to be on Paul Mitchell and Darren Neal? You don't think they are, and they got rid of, well
apparently not. Apparently not, because all of the chat is that it's Eddie's fault and not their fault. So whatever shadows Alan Shearer was allegedly, you think Mitchell would be feeling over him from Alan Shearer's statements, they're not having the effect because everybody's still blaming Eddie Howe.
Well, no, but I'm talking about them specifically because they know what their job is. So I'm actually willing to. I'm waiting to listen from Paul Mitchell. I think he should hold a press conference. This is a big deal, man. This window was horrific.
Yeah.
And Darren Neal's promised. I don't know what David Knight. What did he say? You posted in the chat. I don't know what
it was. When they opened the stack, he went on stage at the stack and said, "This window will be transformational." Yeah,
transformational. Far from it, man. Far from it. And they need to hold a press conference and say what happened.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not 100% sure on the PSR is going to be the reason of why fans, good enough for fans.
No,
it cannot be.
They can't do that. The sums are there.
It cannot be.
There's money. I mean, the fact that we could pay 65 straight away, there's 65 million we could have spent. And like I say, I think it's double that. There's no reason why it shouldn't be double that. If you follow all the sums.
Yeah. And I'm glad you've been starring comments because I'm like falling behind. So keep starring them that you see. But see, Toon Talk says this because we debated on the group chat. DOF has to say 10 players and go to Eddie and say, who do you want? it's a simplistic way that I don't think it works like that, because that makes Paul Mitchell a muppet. If he's going to be Eddie's scout, I don't think he's getting paid to be Eddie's scout.
Well, he's definitely he has been employed because he's made his reputation on identifying talent.
That's true.
That's how he's made his reputation. And as I said on Sky Sports last night, that's exactly where he's made his reputation. Not on doing the deals, getting the deals over the line, but actually identifying the talent that his club then goes and signs.
Mm-hmm. A lot of new people as well coming to watch the show. A lot of new people that I'm seeing. So thank you so much. Please hit the like button. I don't know if a lot of you are Newcastle fans, but regardless, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And we're going to get to a lot of these comments. There's a lot of them coming in. So we're going to try to, show a lot of these comments and interact with you. We got a long way to go. So that's no problem with time. We got a lot to cover on and a lot to discuss. Sunderland's Ekwa moves to France. I guess you see it on your screen as well. Wolves signs Wolves Silva joins Las Palmas on loan as well. Everybody's making movements. Everybody's making moves. And we have seen deals this window that I don't think you'll ever see. A Chiesa talent for 13 million. You're going to tell me, well, he earns a lot of money. Chiesa is not going to be the same amount.
The thing.
He's not going to be on the same amount of money as Juventus.
In the forum this afternoon, somebody said Chiesa is on 80k a week at Liverpool. Exactly. So where has that information come from? It's bollocks.
Well, I don't know about that, because you might have seen it from somewhere. I don't know who said it. I don't know who, but look, if that is true, though.
Well, the figure I saw was 250,000 a week.
Yeah, but 250 on a player that's not wanted, I'm sure you can bring that down. But then go on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, on the face of it, for 13 million, Chiesa is an absolute bargain, and I would have had him. But not when you factor in the 250,000 a week, and he goes injured again, and you're paying that out for nothing.
Thank you to AG for the membership, my brother. It's going to Mansuk. So thank you and congrats, Mansuk. Thank you, AG. Appreciate it, man. Again, I'm gathering all your comments, man, because I thought we were going to struggle with stuff to talk about, but we're definitely going to get going with these comments because they're on point. And so, but it's just frustrating. I think that but look, again, my point was, it's hard to hide anything, man. It's hard. You really got to be good because there's too many people involved that don't really care about the club. Like an agent of a player could care less. He's trying to get his player to wherever he wants to go and get some money. So the more money he gets, the better. So it's hard to keep things quiet. And the fact that, look at that, Man United complete the signing of Manuel Ugarte from PSG. So there you go. Signed up just now. Breaking news from Sky Sports. Manuel Ugarte going to Manchester United from Paris Saint-Germain. The Uruguayan international has signed a long-term deal. So there you go. Initial 50 million euros. 42 million pounds plus potential 8 million pounds on Adams. It's hard to hide stuff. We were never, other than us talking about it and possible, situations here and there, possible things on Twitter. There was never a top reporter saying Newcastle United involved in Chiesa. They're talking to Chiesa. They asked Juventus what the situation is. If you were in this situation, if you're astute about what's happening in Newcastle United with PSR and the lack of being able to pay a lot of money of players on their salary, you have to hit first. You have to strike first. And you have to do it. You have to get it done. Because if you linger around, look, this whole Guehi situation went along close to a month simply because nobody else was involved. If Liverpool would have gotten in the deal, it's over. It is over.
No, it was because
it is over. If they offer
Juve kept dropping the price and dropping the price and
I understand that on Chiesa, but we were never involved, according to anything. The Guehi situation. If Liverpool jumps on Guehi, offer him 250 a week. We can never match that. We're done. We're done.
We're
That's
knackered.
why that's why we need
We are knackered.
that's why we need to strike first and get it done quickly. 3 weeks, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And so that's what I'm saying. And that's why I put a lot of blame on Paul Mitchell. He has to. I'm not saying he works. I'm sure he works every day.
I'm putting a lot of blame on somebody.
Look, he works all year, but his bread and butter, 3 months out of the year, man. 3 months out of the year is his bread and butter. 1 month in the winter, 2 months in the summer. That is where he makes his name.
Anybody
2 months.
sitting out there thinking I am happy with a window, nothing could be further from the truth. All I'm saying is it could have been an awful lot worse, because we could have been selling one of the crown jewels. Obviously, we're going to have to replace them. And whoever we're going to try and buy, that club knows we've got hundreds of millions to spend. And you end up paying way more than somebody's worth. The same with Guehi. Guehi, for me, is not worth 70 million quid. I would have paid 50 million with 20 million add-ons, and the add-ons would be dependent upon us getting into the Champions League, in which case it's self-financing because the money we get from Champions League pays it. They wanted it all up front. And he's not worth it. Simple as.
Well, to me, he is worth it. He's worth 65 million. Now, whether you pay, to me, 65 man. You pay now, tomorrow, all together. It's the same damn price. I mean, it is more comfortable if you do it on payments. But see, this is the thing, Mighty Win. We were taken for a ride, man.
No,
we were taken for a ride.
That's utter rubbish.
Paris did not want to sell.
Utter rubbish.
No,
we
Paris
would have
did
been
not want to
taken
sell,
for a
man.
ride if we'd paid 80 million or 75
We wanted to pay them
million.
everything. We did. Now we didn't go for 70. Okay, but you're saying right here in a lot of reports saying that the money wasn't the problem. Is how often and how divided it would have been. So we're still going to pay the same.
It's how much was upfront and how much was performance related.
But you can tell this whole negotiations. Every time you make a move, they up the price. Every time you get there, they up the price. Come on, man. They don't want to sell. They do not want to sell. They're going to play. They're playing an ego trip, an ego thing, Paris is, because he's like, we're not going to sell our best asset. I don't care if those PIF cats come with all the money in the world, which works now for their fans. Now, those reasoning fans are going to be upset with him in 2 years.
I've got Steve. A message from Steve saying he's in the studio.
Well, he's not on this studio.
Well, he's obviously in the wrong studio.
He's not in this studio. Send them the right link.
I'll sort it out.
But that's why they were. To my opinion, they never wanted to sell. But I think those fans that might be clapping right now at Parrish and unbelievable stuff he didn't sell, or crown jewel as you call it, they're going to be upset when they get when he leaves for free. So there you go. It looks like Hibernian re-signed Sunderland's Triantis. The hell is that?
Scottish club.
There you go. So that's what's happening. You know what? Let me stop messing about because I don't do that. But let's get right to these comments because people want to have their say. People want to have their say. So Queen of Heart, Mighty Man.
That's what tonight's about.
Yeah, people are gonna have to say. Everybody, all fans, you need to comment your opinion and certainly let us know what you think. And the Mighty Win will start. The Queen of Heart, Mighty Mag, are you in? Oh no, are you in jail? Win should get out of line. Yeah. Well, we don't have jail set up on this format, but trust me, we're trying to get there. AG says definitely Quinn.
I'll hoy him straight in the neck.
Key 88 think Tolo have right wing for sale. Last winger we got from there didn't do bad.
Tolo are a non-league team in England, north of England that we got Chris Waddle from.
David Knight, and now Chabola going to Palace on the loan, no obligation to buy. You couldn't make it up. Yeah, no, that's unbelievable. Man. We couldn't do a loan deal either. Well, they're not. If Eddie didn't want to take Chabola on loan, well, it's difficult because when you're pushed against the ropes, you got to make something happen. A player is better than nobody when it comes to squad depth, and it's a loan. That's what I'm asking for, a loan, not signing. I wouldn't sign Chabola because he's not good enough. He's not better than. He's the same as Byrne, probably faster actually. But but he's not a clear improvement. Kenny says, "Great news. Think we signed is a much needed keeper." Queen of Heart. I think if Paul Mitchell signed, if he would have signed Trafford, oh man, that would have been a piss take, to be honest. Queen of Heart. Good evening, gents. Hope you're well. Hit the likes as we go through the final hours of this transfer window. Thank you. Kenny says 28-year-old Toney going to Saudi League. What a waste. Yep, he sure has. Tiger Studios, how's everyone feeling today? He also says that bid for Elanga today was the biggest joke, but also funny how desperate we looked. We certainly look desperate, man. We look desperate on that one. Lee McFarlane, hi all. So it looks like we got to achieve more with less. I am hanging on to a glass half full, but the glass keeps getting smaller and smaller. Tiger Studios, Crystal Palace have done us dirty, didn't sell Guehi and bought 2 center backs. Well played. David Knight, Mighty Win told me not to panic a few weeks ago. Maybe I was right to panic. There you go. Mighty Win, he admitted he's wrong, but hey, you can admit that you're culpable or something. That doesn't mean you're not going to go to jail. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Kenny says
we've been sending the wrong link.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I've just used the one from the studio now.
Yeah. Well, but you can bring you can send it to the group chat then, to the full squad.
Yeah. I've done that.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. Kenny says blind puff. Could told you Palace would never sold anything to us. Yeah, no, I agree with that. They didn't want to sell. Anthony antagonizing Jordan. I don't think it's all on Eddie Howe, this Tiger. Amrit says, why we even talking about signings? Please forget it, Chris. All is messed. How do you know Eddie has nothing to do with it? Come on, man. I'm not saying that he has nothing to do with it, but he certainly has no. In any common sense world, can we really think that Eddie Howe is sitting down, negotiating, and directing and dictating what happens in the transfer window? I mean, he is the ultimate word in the transfer window. Do we really believe that? If we do, let it be known in the chat, because I don't. I just don't. If that's the case, Paul Mitchell is a muppet, and he should quit. If I'm Paul Mitchell, I would quit on the spot. If I'm a muppet, if I'm just a DOF title carrier and not really the one that does the job, I would quit. I couldn't be a muppet to anybody. So for that alone, I would assume that the one in charge, because the DOF is the director of football. That's his job. He is the boss. Technically, he should be Eddie Howe's boss, but you can work alongside the manager to bring in the players. But he should be the one. Should be the one in charge. So, but that's my opinion. Steve, welcome, mate. And how you doing? What do you make of this transfer window so far?
Frustrating. As I said last week, most of this work should have already been done. All we should have had to have been done is got the medicals done, contracts signed and stuff. The players should have been sorted and the bids should have been accepted before now. Why we were still going in from Mark Guehi when they said last Friday if they didn't get this bid accepted, they would walk away. And they've carried on all week, still trying to get him. Too late. You know? And at the end of the day, we wanted a centre-back and a right wing. And that's what we needed.
Yeah.
And we got neither.
Yeah, fair point, fair point. Amrit! You got your turban on, brother.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to be out for long. I'm out here having a few drinks, right? But I'll tell
Yeah.
you now, this is nonsense. It's all nonsense. Why are we even debating it? Like, it's ridiculous. January came, nothing. You know, summer transfer windows came, nothing. I'm mad. 5% every hour this week. Tell you what, all win. Let's have patience. Let's have patience. Come on, then. What you got to say?
I've got to say I was wrong.
You were wrong. You were really
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Well, up to
We
now,
haven't even managed to sign
hang on,
Elanga.
up to now, I'm wrong.
You stay wrong, man.
I'm sitting here in Newcastle town, right? The cars are going over. Everyone's calm.
What's the mood on the on the streets, man? What's the mood? What's the mood like?
No, I'm looking around. Listen, Chris, I was going to say to you earlier on, I'll be your interviewer. I'll go around interviewing people left, right, and centre if you want me to.
Do
Right,
it.
I'll
Do
tell
it.
you now. No, but I need to line them up first. But what I'm saying to you is, this is horrible. I understand what you're saying. What's my man called in the corner? I can't see him on my phone.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve, centre back, right wing. Yeah, that's all we want. That's all we want. Centre backs going through. Every team signing a centre back. Goodness me, bloody! Everyone's going everywhere, and we're sitting there going, "Come on, come on!" I'm angry. I'm really angry. I told Dodge today, I'm only coming on for 2-3 minutes. I'm only coming on for 2-3 minutes, right? I'll tell you now because I'm really, really mad now.
I was so happy when I saw my my ITK doing work in the afternoon because I thought we were going to sign it. Look, he was on the phone. He was on the phone, and I thought we were going to sign it. But then, my paparazzi reports that the dude was busy playing in the pool. He wasn't
God, yeah, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just like Mitchell. Just like Mitchell.
Funnying around, man, all day.
Yeah.
And we got more footage from Newcastle right now. Come on, man. What? Hey, somebody explain this, man. What? Hey, let's look. Let's see if he makes it though. Okay, all right, that looks good. That looks good. What? Man, you couldn't even make it.
Do you know what? He got beat on the pool table today.
Oh my!
He got beat big style on the pool table. But not only that, what did he do afterwards?
Oh,
he tried to trap my girlfriend up, didn't he?
Oh,
where's that photograph?
He was.
Look at this! Look at this! Right,
hey,
he
man,
trapped my girl up.
He was trying to play moves. He was playing his moves, man.
I was
what
like,
are you
man,
doing? Oh man,
he's really trying to win today. He's really trying to win today.
Oh man, he was supposed to be. He's supposed to be working, doing sideline reporting, digging in information. We were supposed to sign somebody, and he's over there fanning around.
He's there.
Trying
Mitchell's
to take
in the background. Mitchell's in the background having a pint as well.
Trying to take his best mate's girlfriend, man. What is wrong with you? Answer your. Speak right now, man. Speak right now. Or you gonna
I can't see anything you've been showing. I think I've frozen.
You're frozen. You're frozen, old man. You're frozen, old man. You're frozen right now. So come back in and out. You're frozen. This old man's supposed to be doing work. By the way, Arsenal's Nelson opts to join Ipswich as well. Latest from Sky Sports.
Oh, there you go. Even Ipswich are signing someone. What the hell, man? Listen, I'm out, bro. I'm out. But you know what? I'll be back. I'll be back at some point. But
hey, line them up, man. Line them up. Line them up.
I'll line them up. I'll line them up. I'll line them up.
No problem.
Take care, man. See you in a bit.
Our Keith Downey. I'm Reed from the floor, from the grounds right now. Thank you, brother.
Love you, man. See you in a bit.
No
See you in a bit. God bless.
Oh man, you frozen, man. You literally frozen. I think old man is gone, man. You gotta come back in now, bro. Something's happened with Mighty Win. He's gone. But so I mean, you can't be happy, obviously. Craig Hope also reported after that Newcastle made a deadline approach for Elanga. Quickly, didn't even take long, man. Everybody else started reporting. Forest have no desire to sell Elanga, I'm told. The offer would have to be too good to turn down if there was to be any movement. Luke Edwards reporting as well. No deal. Newcastle are no longer talking to Forest, who demanded cash plus a player to proceed. There was an inquiry. No bid was made over before it started. And so we had a lot of these comments, man. Of course, Ben Jacobs also reporting about the Guehi situation. That Oliver Glasner yesterday said that Mark Guehi will stay at Crystal Palace, and congratulates Steve Parish for not giving in to the powers that be, the PIF and their money, trying to conquer the Premier League, the bad guys. Bunch of BS, man. And they're gonna regret that, of course, when he leaves for free. But let me keep going with the comments. Obviously, there's a lot of them, and there we go. Let me see. We got more footage, man, from the mighty win. He's quit. I don't know what happens. He got caught fannying around doing the job, man, with the lads. And now there you go. Kenny W. Is Win still confident we will sign someone? Well, I don't think he's confident anymore. Tiger Studios. Look at that. West Bromwich and Sheffield United keen on Everton's Holgate. So we're not sure if that's going to happen. But Fraser, by the way, this is important. You guys saw it. Scroll. It's on your screen. Fraser rejoined Southampton. So Ryan Fraser.
Okay.
This is just 1 minute ago reported. That's what we got the news right there on the side, man. So people know what's happening exactly in real time from Sky Sports. 1 minute ago, Fraser joined Southampton. Fraser has completed his move to Southampton from Newcastle, signing a 2-year deal. The winger, who spent the last 2 seasons on loan at St. Mary's, said, I'm probably the happiest man in Southampton at the minute. It's been a long summer, but my number 1 goal was to get back here, and now it's happened. So look at that. Fraser signing for Southampton, and that's a 2-year deal, meaning he must have signed up. Look at that. We got people on the pub right now. People from Newcastle right now want to have their say. Who do we got right there, Amri?
I'm here, Chris. I'm here with my man, Kieran, and he wants to have a say about today and the transfer window and all that. So what do you think about today and well, generally the transfer window?
The transfer window for Newcastle went all right, I guess. I mean, bring in, what do you need? A new left back to bring in. You need possibly a new right winger as well. But at the moment, it's more getting rid of players to bring players in. That's what we're focusing on now. Redo the squad, get fresh legs in, and hopefully we do well Champions League next season.
So do you think we've got enough?
We've got enough for now. But I would, loans is what you go for now.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? We haven't brought anyone substantial in over the last how many ever months? Well, last transfer window and this transfer window.
Yeah.
So are you not disappointed? Hang on a minute. You were disappointed when I was talking to you before.
It's not really a good feeling necessarily if the club hasn't brought anyone in, but the players that we've got now you can rely on.
Top 4?
Top 4 is a push. Top 6, 100%.
Okay, so Guehi came in, and let's say we signed a class right winger.
Yeah.
Let's say like someone like Doku, but on the other side. Yeah. What are you saying?
If we bring another centre half in, brilliant. Right winger would be even better because I don't think Almiron is pulling his weight as much as he used to. A few seasons ago, he was brilliant. But
I agree with you, man. I agree with you there. Chris, what do you think? Any questions?
Good stuff. Are you subscribed to the channel?
Have you subscribed to the channel?
No problem. I will.
Yeah. Follow, subscribe. Yeah.
NUFC Talk TV, brother. NUFC Talk TV. Thank you for.
I'll get him sorted. Yeah. No problem.
Thank you, man.
All right, Chris. Over and out.
All right. That was reporting from the grounds in St. James's Park, somewhere hidden in Newcastle. In Newcastle upon Tyne, man, the fan right there was even killed, but also brought up some criticism. So there you go. But yeah, it looks like Fraser is joining Southampton on a permanent deal. A lot of people in the chat right now, 530,000 Geordies are happier than Fraser, says Kenny W. We are the happiest to see that Tussa gone, says antagonizing Geordie. Toon Talk, we paid him off to leave Fraser. We don't know any details yet surrounding that deal, but that could be something to see.
Well, no, we wouldn't have had to have paid him off because
he's got a contract. If he's got a contract, then it is what it is.
Yeah, we've no doubt. Southampton got him for literally a pittance, no doubt. and that's why I've let him go, because the money that he wanted his full year contract paid to leave.
Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just give people a hope. We can still sign people, players. The way to do it is obviously players that are not happy in their club. Could be Raheem Sterling, for example, just using it as an example. Can make a deal with Chelsea, go get freed up, and we can sign free players, free agents, you would say in America. So you can sign free players, but how many are there out there? So that can improve the squad. So there's a bit of hope there. Cadet says if we don't get top 8, no top 8. We don't get top 8, no chance. Everyone around us is much stronger. Completely gutted. Gordon, Isak, and Bruno going next summer. They are too good for mid-table with us. Well, that's a good point right there. Yeah, that's a good point. Mike Debates win outside the West End. The West End shouting, "Sack the board!" Well, I don't know what happened. His computer, I think, froze up. So now we're trying to get him back because something happened. As soon as we show footage of him messing about, he was gone. So we shall wait and see. Kenny W says Paul Dummett's a free agent. Nah, the hell to the no. More comments. Tiger Studios. How is the problem? The press conference today showed it. Well,
no,
I don't think so, man. I don't think he did. What was he supposed to say? He did blame PSR, but what if he doesn't know what to say? What is he going to say? We were dumb, and we couldn't negotiate a man like Guehi. What was he going to say? Is the thing.
It's not his job to go out and get the players. It's the director of football. All Eddie can say is, "This is what I'm after. Go and get it." And if Mitchell's not doing his job, then it's his fault, not Eddie's fault.
Scally says, such a sad window for us. Could have done so much, but done so little. Toon Talk Sky said our bid was this morning. Denang Triorgono says Elanga's bid already rejected. So sad. Welcome to Benjamin Maven. Benjamin, how you doing, mate?
Terrible.
Oh, there we go. That's a good way to start. What's your opinion on this fine day?
What just happened in the last 3 months? What just happened?
Yeah.
We needed two. Two. You could have gotten away with 2, even 1, right back or center back, and that'd be saying, okay, fair enough. But to spend all this time looking at Guehi, back and forth with the Guehi, hey, Guehi, what are we doing? We wasted so much time. And if that was the only guy that Eddie wanted, then that's on Eddie, and he's horrible. Because you could have gotten a Brazilian teenager from the favelas in Rio that would do better than Miggy and Murphy and cost a lot less than anybody else you were thinking of signing. There's somebody out there in Europe or the rest of the world, somebody could have been brought in.
Well, but Toon Talk saying
excuses on PSR either, Chris. PSR, you were trying to spend 70 on Guehi. You couldn't have spent 30 on a winger and 30 on a center back.
Right.
This was chaos.
Yeah. By the way, we just reported as well. We reported because we see it right here from Sky Sports Live, as you're looking at the live feed next to us, saying that Newcastle United is having Fraser rejoin Southampton. The deal is a 2-year deal, so he's going on a permanent basis. Sky Sports reporting that. And but it looks like Kenny W is saying that he got the news as well, and we terminated his contract, meaning we paid money.
Whatever.
If we paid him whatever that, I don't know what the contract was, but just inform that one. Another breaking news as well is Chelsea closing to agreeing a deal for Sancho. So Sancho will be joining Chelsea according to Sky Sports. With a loan with obligation to buy. So Chelsea is moving, man. I don't know how good that is, but they are moving, to say the least. I mean, look, we can't have it either way. They are moving a lot. We haven't moved. What do you want?
Top 3. Watch.
What do you want? They have options, to say the least. Old man is back. What happened, man? Did you?
I don't know. When you were at the Black Bull there, mine just went dead, and then everything went dead.
All right, so you want to? So you were supposed to. I thought here because I was down here working. I have not left the office whatsoever. I'm writing stuff down. I got paperwork all over. I'm digging. I'm looking for
Yeah.
news
By
all
the way,
throughout
what
the
you
day.
just said there, if we have terminated
Hold on.
Fraser's contract, that means he ain't getting any money off us.
Yeah.
But that is not necessarily true. If we terminate his contract, we have to pay somebody this contract.
Because if he was continuing to want his wages, they would have kept him with the under 21s.
But if we terminate, somebody had to have something happen. We don't know yet. But if you just say, if I contract somebody,
I thought you did you not say it's been on Sky Sports that would
no. I'm saying that the details in the situation. If I terminate somebody and I have a contract with them and I terminate them, just by saying that usually means I'm paying them. Now, whether Southampton,
well, I completely disagree with that.
We don't know. We don't know the deals. We don't know the
it's an agreement that Southampton's got him on a free. I think that's what it is, and then he would get his good wage at Southampton.
Yeah, I understand that. But if we terminate right now, Eddie Howe, we terminate his contract, we have to pay Eddie Howe. You understand how that works?
Absolutely.
We don't just get the. Yeah. There's a reason why we can't get rid of Miggy, because if we just terminate his contract, he's going to have to get paid a lot of money. So it has to be a negotiation. And
what I'm saying is Ryan Fraser must have agreed.
Now I'll give you that. That's one deal we kept on quiet because nobody knew about this until Sky's just reported it. So congrats, you were right. We do keep stuff in the hidden.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick. If let's say Miggy or Murphy go down with an injury that's long term, then you're looking at one right winger. Regardless of even bringing in a player better than those two, if one of those go down, you're stuck with the other one for the entirety. So it's just not smart on our part. Like, what is happening? The fact that Eddie keeps saying, I want to bring in players that can help advance the club or the starting 11. You can't find anyone better than Miggy or Murphy. Anyone. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It doesn't drive me nuts because they don't just want to bring somebody in who's better than Murphy or Miggy.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. We got our sideline reporter. Amrit is on the grounds of. Hold on. He's on the grounds of somewhere hidden in Newcastle upon Tyne. Amrit,
how are you doing?
We're doing good, mate. What do you got here?
We're here live in Newcastle, and I come across 3 Sunderland fans. Please state your names, boys. James, Morgan, Gavin. Listen, guys. These guys, I was just talking to them briefly about the transfer window. Right, we're going to go for you, James, first. What did you think of Newcastle's transfer window this time around?
Haven't really done anything. Like obviously they've tried. Like there was a whole thing about Gordon going back to Everton and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it's not Gordon even. Trippier, because obviously he's just retired. Yeah,
Trippier was linked with Everton. Gordon was linked with Liverpool. Yeah. Get that. Yeah.
So, and they've not really done any bit of business because they can't because the whole the FFP shit and stuff like that. Which is amazing because considering fucking Chelsea have spent fucking £500 million on players.
54 players.
54.
I get that. No, I get that. But give us your honest opinion. Give me your honest opinion of the transfer window that Newcastle's been through. What do you expect more?
Well, the richest company, supposedly in the world. What's the money?
I've got you.
Oil money.
Yeah.
You should be getting them players.
No, okay. Forget about FFP and all that. Yeah, that's great.
The thing with obviously, yes, richest in the world by all means, fair enough, right? But the main thing is, for me anyway, players or people don't want to come any further than Manchester. It's always been the same.
These guys got a point.
For me personally, I like watching football. I'm a Sunderland fan, yes, but I go and watch Northern League. I watch Bishop. I watch Spain. I watch football.
Yeah.
That's what plays some good football.
All right, cheers, man.
But at the same time, they can't spend the money that they want to or that they have because of A, financial fair play. B, they've got to sell players, and C, no one wants to actually come past Manchester. The most they'll go is if Leeds is in the Premier League. That's the highest team that any player will go to.
Okay, so look, we've signed some players.
he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Like he's got like Nick Pope, he's got like like decent players like moving forward.
Trippier,
He's also got
Bruno, Joe Linton. These are all players now, man.
He's got a decent manager as well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Eddie Howe, personally,
I've got massive respect for Eddie Howe. I think he's a fantastic manager. Like
when he was first put in charge of Newcastle, like the amount of times or the amount of people that was slating him saying like he shouldn't be in charge, like he's taking Bournemouth down or whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
For me, was just like no.
Yeah.
Like because of the way that he wants to play, like the way that he sort of imposes his like style of play.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think we missed a trick by taking Gareth Southgate like England. And to Eddie Howe.
Well, look, you're not wrong. As not being a Newcastle fan, you're gonna want to see Eddie Howe be England manager. Chris, was there any further questions for these Sunderland fans, man?
What's my man in the middle think, man? He hasn't said anything.
The middle guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
What?
What's your opinion?
talking up the wrong tree, if I'll say. I think, like you see, like the way that Newcastle go about it, yeah, they're the richest club in the world at the moment, obviously because of Saudi money. But like the way that like Sunderland are doing it, it's buying young, it's buying like academy players, bringing them up and then selling them for a profit. Where Newcastle's the opposite.
Yeah,
they'll buy a good player, they'll play for a couple of seasons, and then they'll hold them off or less. They're not going to make any profit from it.
Well, come on. I mean, there's a lot of there'll be a lot of arguments on that.
We got fucking Job Bellingham, and if it's anything like literally, you know, like
Job,
if it's anything like his fucking brother, then you know.
Well, it's Job. It's not Jude.
Yeah.
So it's Jude Bellingham off Wish, if you ask me. Sorry about that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Listen, boys, it's been fantastic. Chris, I'm out to find some more fans, but thank you very much. Over and out, my man.
No worries, brother. No worries. Thank you. We'll see you in a minute. We'll see you in a minute. All right, that was Amrit on the grounds of somewhere. I don't know. He got three Macam.
He's got. This is good old Amrit. He's got a pub full of people, and he picks three Sunderland fans.
And he made them Macams, man. What's that? We're gonna have to sack the NTTV reporter. By the way, Gilmer from Brighton. Reporter. Breaking news: Gilmer from Brighton joins Napoli. As well. So look at that. And, by the way, I don't know if you knew, but good news for you, man. Fraser is going to Southampton on a permanent deal. So you know, that's interesting. But all right, look, DX, welcome, man. And do you have anything in particular? Are you upset? Are you tranquil?
Well, I'm hoping that Chef Kikuchi might make a late appearance in this window, you know. No, I think we've all been very disappointed by the lack of movement in. Obviously, a few loans out and Fraser going is a good thing, I suppose. We've kept all our goalkeepers. That's the main thing. So we won't have any problems there. But no, it's been a bit of a flat window because we did all of the bits of business that we did at the start of the window. And there's an argument to say that none of those signings have improved the first 11, which is, I think, where people are a bit dismayed. It's improved the squad because now we've got a third striker, and we do have an abundance of goalkeepers, and we've got Lewis Hall on Lewis Hall on a proper contract. But I just think it's it's a bit underwhelming. I think we'd all hoped at least one big signing would come in, and it just hasn't happened. I don't know if it's true. You know, we're hearing all these stories that Eddie Howe's sort of said Guehi or go home.
Okay, well, we've had a little bit of a debate there. So you think that Eddie Howe is the dictator of the transfer windows in Newcastle? So
I just think reading between the lines.
So I mean, if he doesn't want, if he thinks Mark Guehi is,
which lines are you reading between?
Those interviews that he did with the written press in Germany, and then following that up with the fact that he went out to, you know, the fact that all the stories from all the respected journalists on Twitter or whatever have been Guehi or nobody was kind of the remit for Mitchell. There's no one else available.
I still don't know what's wrong with that.
Well, I think what's wrong with that is that if you don't get this one player, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You have to have alternatives. You've got
no. Wait a minute. That's it. Ain't Eddie. Eddie's not.
one or the other.
Eddie's job is not to have eggs in nothing. He says he wants Guehi. Paul Mitchell should say, well, "Look, Guehi and this guy, whoever this guy is, look at this guy. He's really good, international as well. This guy, we're just gonna say a guy. Do you want him? Now, if Eddie says, I don't really want him, then I can probably side with you. But how many Guehis are out there on that level?
There aren't many. No, there aren't many. But the thing is, like, if you have to be open to, you bring in a guy like Paul Mitchell, who's a transfer guru, whose track record speaks for itself, then you have to give him the power to make decisions. You can't have. I respect Eddie Howe. He's made some good signings for Bournemouth and for us, but you have to like be realistic. If you're bringing in a guy who's got a track record and a portfolio like this Mitchell fella, you're not bringing him in to sort of like play second fiddle. He has to be the man pushing the transfers. Okay, Eddie has to have a say in it, but it can't be the one dictating.
But I mean, to your point, I mean, Paul Mitchell, this is what he is supposed to do for a living. So he should be able to negotiate with other people, negotiate with other teams. My criticism is beyond Margui. My criticism, because you guys are taking Margui as the guy Eddie wants and nobody else. Paul Mitchell should have been negotiated. My criticism for this window is on Mitchell because he's the DOF. Simple as that. And Darren Niels, who is above everybody else. Sure, I'm sure Eddie Howe had some say in what players, but somebody's got to be held accountable for this poor transfer window. And you telling me that Paul Mitchell can't negotiate when two players more than
well, he could, yeah. He's done it every other club he's been at.
Well, what happened with the right winger? We were never linked like this to the Elanga's bid or approach is the only right winger we were actually approached like this, and it was on the last day.
I don't even think that would be a particularly great signing, by the way, Elanga. But no, I think the first part of the window, I would say that has to come. You have to say because Mitchell wasn't there, you can't blame him. You could maybe put a little bit on Ashworth, Amanda, Mirdad, and Eddie, like if you want, maybe Eddie less, but because the PSR issues. So that's what caused us to lose two of our best young players and gain this goalkeeper that nobody wanted. Now we're trying to get rid of him already, apparently. And, number 4 goalkeeper. So that part, that's on them. The next part of the window, we're not sure 100%, but I have to say that a lot of it sounds, just from the sounds coming out, that they're at cross purposes, these people. You've got Mitchell there, you've got Eddie there, so they want different things. And I think they've got to find some common ground here. Otherwise, this could happen again, This window's been a bit of a shambles. It just feels like chaos, like a bunch of chaos going on.
Right. Out of nowhere, just trying to get somebody in, it just would never happen. That's why I think it's a chaotic window. By the way, Scott McTominay joining Napoli as well, so that's in. He's living Manchester United, but it's a chaotic window, and finally, the mighty win is criticizing this window because the whole time he told everybody, just wait, man, wait. They're working on something in the background.
Still got 51 minutes, Mighty.
Still got 51 minutes. Well, I thought it was until midnight, to be fair, but
I think it's 11.
Yeah, but so look, let's keep going with the comments and see what happens there. By the way, Benjamin, I don't know if you're going to need a break, bro, because you're going on NUFC extra time.
No, I'm taking my missus out.
Oh, that's true, because you're not going to be.
I'm just having a few pre-games.
I'll drink a whole thing. Yeah. I need a beer to get through this. Brent saying maybe I was on a different channel. What are you talking about? Explain it. Beer Viking, there is no evidence we offered Miggy. That's just the haters adding 2 + 2 and getting 8. When it comes to because Luke Edwards, I believe, or no, I don't know who it was. Maybe that said that Almiron was given in the that was one of the players that because Forrest wanted a player plus money, which that's what made Newcastle just not give a damn. But then there's reports that they actually sent another one, another approach. But to be fair, I don't look. I know Miggy is criticized, but I don't even know if I'd give up Miggy for Elanga. Elanga would be, I think, a good gamble. He did all right in the beginning of the season for Forest after being given away by Manchester United, but I don't think he's established in the Premier League to say he is, the right winger for us. But maybe it would have been a nice gamble. But again, I agree. It was just, out there throwing your hands up and hoping. It's like somebody that's drowning. You throw your hands up there trying to catch something. That's what is a desperate move. Danang Triargono says, "In seeing Minte did well for Brighton is just like putting salt in on your wound."
The jury's still out on that one.
Yeah, he's been playing decent. Lee McFarlane win is IKN, right? Like what's IKN?
Yeah,
I know. I know
nothing. I know nothing.
I know no.
I know no. Very good.
Yeah. Mighty Mag, Beer Biking, have you still got your high hopes to get someone in? Ian from Mob 2 Max is win.
Bleak.
It says Ian. Ian says win. We got 3 goalies, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're talking about it. Rock the Tune, you said agree with you, win, but you should have been sorted weeks ago. What were you referring to, mate? Steven?
That's Steven Frozen. Yeah,
Steven's frozen.
Should have been sold a few windows ago.
Jonathan Shaw, I don't think I'm happy because we don't get a main target, but we've held on to big hitters, and our squad is strong, comparable with any outside Man City. Why the negativity? I don't agree with that.
Get in, Jonathan.
What about Arsenal? What about Arsenal?
We don't have a better squad than Arsenal. We don't have a better squad than Liverpool.
They sent Mikel Merino as a squad player. Come on,
Marino just won the Euros, man. So like, we do not. We do not. I don't. In my opinion, we do not have.
I would have worried about Arsenal if they'd signed a striker.
No, I think they're
why Ivan Toney? Why they let Ivan Toney go to Saudi is beyond me.
Well, they've just
Ivan Toney made that. I don't think they put a gun to his head. Joe Linton says, "How happy will win be when Bruno, Isak, Botman, Gordon leave when we don't get top 4?"
Yeah,
I will be livid. I will be livid.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
I don't think Botman. I think Botman might hang around because of his injury. I think he'll want to have another season at least.
Oh yeah, no, Botman. Yeah,
the 4 crown jewels for me are J7, Bruno, Isak, and Gordon, and none of them will be happy if we don't make Champions League.
And Tonali perhaps as well. You might have to
Tonali. Well, again, the jury's out.
Yeah,
Botman, the jury's out on what he'll be like when he comes back.
Yeah, true.
Right. We got Mighty Max.
If you add those 2 in, straight away there's 6. You can stick Pope in there. I'm talking about really good players. You can stick Pope in, and then you've got Livramento, Hall. You know, all of a sudden we're in a team in what the one place we're looking to strengthen is right wing. And if you argue Gordon can play on the right with Barnes on the left, all of a sudden we've got one hell of an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just need to keep everyone fit, don't we? Especially
the squad is not proven.
Especially Pope, because I think despite having 6 goalkeepers or whatever it is now, 5-6 goalkeepers, he's the only one who's a top goalkeeper. The rest of them are all, I know you'll say Dubravka mighty win, but they're not the same level as Pope. There's a drop off.
Yeah, I'll agree.
By the way, how could we not get rid of Dubravka if he wanted to go? How could we not get rid of Trippier if he wanted to go? How could we not get rid of,
Well, Trippier, I think we need to keep just because otherwise there's not enough depth on that side of the pitch.
But if these guys want to go, surely we could shift them and get some money and get some other players in. If this could have been done 3-4 weeks ago, easy. But
I agree. There needs to be an inquest and there needs to be questions answered.
We need to have a press conference, man.
This is what I was saying ages ago. We need to get the players a lot earlier in the transfer market, so we've got everything sorted. So we get to the last week, and it's like, oh, okay, we may pick up an extra player, but we've got everything we need. And this is what I've been saying. What have I said the last couple of weeks, Win? Gotta get the players earlier.
Yeah.
You are not wrong.
By the way,
I think that January window was the key one in a lot of ways.
Well, here's the other thing. The one potential good thing to come out of the window is that we've got all that money now left for January.
Okay, man.
This is my theory, Mighty Win.
When's the last time?
If we are up there and thereabouts,
June 30th
in January.
When's the last time you saw big movement?
Then we might spend it, and that might be PIF back in Eddie.
But
if we're not, if we're not, they can sack Eddie, get somebody else in, and still have a pot of money to give to that somebody that's coming in.
That's true.
To get who they want.
But what about if we save it for June the 30th and then we just go to all the PSR affected clubs?
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Or
but that could be something.
Top 4 or thereabouts in January. We're not even close at the top, even 5 or 6 in January. And all of those players you just listed, Gordon, Isak, Bruno, J7, Toney, people come sniffing at them in January, and then they get their heads turned and they go in January. Then we're in real trouble.
I feel like
what I'm saying is, if that is the case, then Eddie won't be here any longer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If that's the case, Eddie will be on his bike. I don't think he will be, because I think we will be
certain
there.
players will stay, Mighty Win, but you're right. 1 or 2 like Isak and Bruno.
I don't think they would allow any of them to go in January.
Not in January.
But January is a number. Who when's the last time a big signing you saw in January? People
Bruno.
just
That's what
add.
I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but okay. At the time, that wasn't no big signing. It wasn't it's not like you right now buying Bruno. Bruno wasn't in Paris. You know, nobody knew. Nobody really. He wasn't no top name. You know, you're not gonna get an Osman in January. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna happen, man. It's very unlikely that happens.
Well, Chelsea's had a bunch of players, didn't they?
Well, but yeah, they have Chelsea.
I mean, to me, there is a downside to this as well, of course, which is that the crown jewels will not be UEFA Cup tied.
No, yeah,
that's true.
So that could make them very, very
interesting.
Wonderful.
All right. So, Luke Edwards also reported that Newcastle United are not happy about being used as a backdrop and promotional vehicle for Conservative Party MP, it seems. Sir John Hall is obviously one of the greatest owners we've ever had. PIF could be one of them. I mean, he's got his political. We're not going to get political here, but I think Newcastle opened up the grounds for a documentary of him, a biography, but it looks like this was filmed like kind of a bit of a political thing. So it's hard for me to go and just talk bad about Sir John Hall, but he should have known this. Obviously, he knew this was coming up, and probably should have known that he shouldn't have, used this for conservative political party.
What are we talking about?
Well, you don't know.
John Hall has switched his allegiance from the Tories to Reform.
Okay, let me.
But I've never heard any Newcastle connection with any of that.
Well, because he was supposed to do a biography, they went to the grounds, Newcastle United, in the background, and Robert Jenrick met up with him. He's a member of the Parliament of Newark, running to be the next leader of the Conservatives.
Is a shadow cabinet now.
This is the thing. Lee Marshall reporting this. And look, I don't want to get too political, but this is what's happening because it's related to the club. It says that this was not approved by anyone connected with Newcastle United. The club was told Sir John Hall wished to film a biographical piece of his own life. Damn, that was tough for me to say. And he ended up filming. You want me to share it with you? I can share it with you. I can share it because, oh man, you've been on the piss, man. We actually been working all day. And me and DX, Will, the guys in the newsroom, we've been gathering around information. But you've been funnying around trying to take Amrit's girlfriend away from him, which is low, by the way. You're supposed to be his best mate. But I can bring it up, man. I'm trying to find it though. Where is it? Which, like, again, I don't want to get political on this, but it did happen.
Saying like the St. James Park was in the background.
Yes, right here.
How many years have you been coming here?
Oh, I was 8 years old when I came, and so I'm 92 today. What's that? 84 years. I've been coming here. When you're born in these areas, the working class areas, the pit areas, the old things, you're born with three things. You're born with your politics, which is usually Labour, because my dad was a miner. You're born with religion, which is Methodism, and you're born with your football team, and that's Newcastle United. and the indoctrination of all of them takes place from that day. But I'm great concern basically for the culture of our nation and the way it's going and coming the leadership election, people like yourselves, etc., who will come with another message, I would hope.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm standing to be leader of the party.
That's a difficult task. And I wish you well. Because
Thank you.
Without those thoughts and wishes and hope.
Well, there you go. You get the point. So
right. So basically, what he's saying is because So he left the Conservative. He stopped.
Well, that's besides the point. What he's doing, regardless, is that Newcastle United told Sir John Hall, "Come on to the ground if you need it for a biography," and this was filmed instead of, which having Newcastle United in your background, that means that you're a sponsor in it. And again, I have a tough time, criticizing Sir John Hall because I thought he was a really good owner, and I wasn't even really in existence. But doing my research, I thought so it's hard to criticize, but he should have known that this was going to happen and maybe out of touch.
I can't be bothered with all this UK politics.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So just spreading some of the news out there that some of the things happening, of course, related to Newcastle United. But Toon Talk breaking Chelsea signing Sancho. Yeah, we saw it here on Sky as well. It's done, through, so on a loan and then option to buy, I believe. But that's that. We still got time, I guess, for we're gonna be live until midnight. So midnight UK and 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's go with more comments because people are having their say. And look at that, nice one, Kim Cam. This is supposed to be the season where we push on and improve the first team to go back to Europe and increase our income, but we are not pushing. We are losing momentum big time.
I agree with that.
27.
Look at you flip-flopping.
Too. It looks like the players are affected. Does it not?
They do look a bit flat.
Yeah.
There's been a few performances where we just thought, there's not quite the same vigor there. But I'm hoping that's because it's the start of the season and they haven't quite clicked into gear yet.
Wednesday was better, but not great.
Mm-hmm. It's patchy, wasn't it? There were moments.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we were lucky to win that game.
Oh, yeah. I think when it gets to penalties, you're always a little bit lucky, aren't you?
Could be. It's 50. So, well, again, Mighty Win had a little something going on there, but that he wasn't able to see. But we do got VAR in this channel, and we were doing work, trying to gather information in the newsroom. Me, DX, Steve, and Benjamin. I thought, somebody was gathering information. That's why we saw this picture that was sent to us when he was talking on the phone, getting information. And I thought, man, this is it. Is he getting some information about Guehi? Well, he was doing this. Let's see if he makes it, though. Let's see if he makes it. That's a good. Why are you thinking so much, man? Get the damn ball. Oh, okay, that's good shit. That's good form. Almost, man. What does the matter with you, man? You can't just shoot. And then
that was disappointing.
Yeah, that was disappointing. VAR, of course, available in the channel. And you know what he was doing? He was doing work, man. He was doing work.
It looks like Wynn's on holiday. What's he wearing?
That's a nice shirt.
Oh,
I don't blame him though. She's quite smart.
He was on the hunt, man. All right, man. Shame on you, man. This is Amrit's girlfriend, isn't she?
Yeah.
And you had the audacity to try to, while he was going to the bog, you have the audacity to just that is a snake move, man. And you're supposed to be working as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, man.
Amrit knows.
He was pissed on that one. Oh, he was done for, man. Oh, come on, man. You're supposed to be working, contributing to the channel, man, helping us grow at the fan base worldwide, and you're out there having a drink.
That's a different pub. That's my pub.
And you were pissed, man.
At least he's got the doggy rules behind him.
Look at that. Oh, and then he was done at the end. with those small ass rings, man. You can't go to if you're gonna wear those class rings, don't go anywhere, man. Those little tiny rings, man. Wear some proper stuff, you know.
Such a player.
But yeah, you were doing your thing. You were doing your thing. All right, Mighty Win. I see you, man. And you
One
are
of them rings.
a happy clapper. Happy clapper. Happy clapper. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. People in the chat. Roy, they asked me about Roy. Roy's not here. Roy, Roy's a Macam anyway, man. Come on, stop playing. Roy's a Macam because, look, would you guys ever take a picture with Mike Ashley if you see him on the streets?
Not now. Well,
No chance.
Maybe for shits and
Oh.
No. That is not allowed, man. How dare you?
Well, he's got hair there.
Oh, Roy, oh yeah. Roy had.
He's got hair on top, and he's upside down head now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man. Come on, man. Shame on you, Roy.
Doesn't Ashley look like Johnny Vegas a little bit?
Oh, Mike. If I see Mike Ashley, man, I'll beat his ass if I see him on the street.
You don't know Johnny Vegas, do you?
He's a good man.
Oh, my wife is from Vegas, man. I go to Vegas all the time.
No, Johnny Vegas.
Oh, Johnny. Who's Johnny Vegas?
He's a comedian in the UK.
Oh, no idea. I go to Vegas. I thought it was talking about Vegas. All right, more comments. Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. Mighty Mag, I wonder if PIF are holding the purse back in 180 out. Ooh, Mighty Mag putting in the. I don't know if that's the case. But I think the PIF don't have to do none of that. They'll just say, look, you didn't meet the expectations. Going.
Maybe they don't want to pay him off.
Oh, they're gonna have to, man.
They'll have to get rid of all of his backroom staff.
They're gonna have to.
I think it's too early to be doing that anyway.
No, yeah, it's too early. Reverend Kane's TV repairs says absolutely shocking window unless they pull something out of the bag soon. Well, we got the bag got
33 minutes.
To some people, 33 minutes or an hour.
Sky's clock is now on 32 minutes.
Oh, there you go. So we got 30 minutes. So there you
Half
go. We got Amrit reporting from the grounds. From the NTTV grounds, he's reporting. Let me welcome Amrit.
Can you hear me okay?
Hey, my
we
man.
Can hear you proper. We can hear you proper,
so,
man.
We're outside a pub in Newcastle called the Black Bull, and I've just come across an avid Newcastle fan.
Okay,
What's your name, my man?
My name is Luke.
Luke's here, right? And we were talking a little bit inside at the bar when we were having a beer, and we were talking about the transfer window, man. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Poor. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Shit. I think it's been abysmal.
We've
chased one defender for the whole window.
Yeah.
And failed miserably to get him. Been no incomings. We've had a couple of signings.
Yep.
A striker who's not really scored a goal.
Yep. Ursula, yeah.
Just expect so much more. We've made the sales and we've got rid of young promising talent like Anderson, that Minter who hadn't actually played a game. He went to Brighton. But we've got rid of that kind of talent in. What for?
What have we brought in? Exactly. So what I'm saying to you, Chris, right? I'm out here with the boys, right? We're having a chat. You know, at the end of the day, right, man, I've been talking to you. Listen, I'm with Roy. We haven't signed anyone. We need about 7 players. Yeah, and we haven't signed them.
No, we need good quality.
We need good quality players. And Mighty Win, turning around. Be patient. We have been patient. We're not. Yeah. This is the second window. It's been nonsense, and there's a lot of disturbed fans out here, isn't it, Luke?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Ask Luke if he subscribed to NUFC Talk TV.
He will. He will indeed. And this is my last one, so it's over and out because my battery's running low, man. Okay, but I'll tune in when I get home.
No worries, brother. Drive safe or get home safe.
I won't be driving, but yeah. Okay, see you in a bit.
See you, brother.
See you. Bye.
So there you go. That was Amrit reporting from the grounds. Somewhere hidden over there.
He'll have a job to be driving because I drove his car home. It's outside my house now.
Oh man. All right. Leeds signed. Look, Leeds making moves, man. You see it on your screen. Leeds signed fullback Schmidt. Isaac Schmidt from St. Gallen. So there you go. Wolves has a surprise. You see on your screen, like a little Brazilian flag.
Oh, Joe Linton.
It's no, it's just. I don't think they're waiting for to. I just played it, but the player just walked by and didn't see his face or anything. So Wolves making a Kenny sign, a Brazilian player. Foxy in the chat says, "Remember when Win said patience, we'll get the deals done." Ambry says, "How out?" Pittsburgh Magazine. Oh, Benjamin, he just stuck up. Anyway, see you, Benjamin. Toon Talk. DOF has say 10 players and go to Eddie and say, "Who do you want?"
Yeah, well, we've said that before, didn't we?
Yeah, we did bring that. Beer Viking, Everton, last gasp move for Miguel Almiron.
There you go.
There's no point selling him now. I mean, it's too late in the window. We've missed the boat.
It's to sell now. Wolves, breaking news right now, just in, Wolves complete signing of Fluminense, Andre
the Giant.
Yeah, Andre the Giant going to Wolves, man. Everybody making moves there.
Busy boys.
Jonathan Shaw, it's a team effort, so all should shoulder the blame. Come on, but I'm certain everybody's was working flat out to get the right players. No point in buying for the sake of it. Why are people looking for a scapegoat? Well, it's not about scapegoat. I agree with the middle part that you got to buy the right players, but the scapegoat is not the scapegoat, man. It's you can criticize when. So the mighty win here agreeing that there is a horrible window. Does that not warrant a criticism?
Of course it does.
Okay, then what's the problem?
Well, you're saying why are people looking for a scapegoat?
No, what's the scapegoat? There's no scapegoat, man. It's whoever's in charge. That's the responsible person.
Well, that's it. But who is that? Who's made the decisions?
Oh, there should be.
Could it be? Could it be? For example, that PIF, who've appointed Darren Eales and Mitchell, have said, whichever players Eddie wants, etc., etc., etc. What do you think? And could it be that they've said, meh, let's wait a bit. And so, and at the end, this is the reason I do not think for 1 second that this window fiasco has been solely down to Eddie Howe. Because he knows that it's his neck. It's his neck that's on the line.
It can't be just on him.
Apparently, William might be a late target.
Who? Where do you see that at?
I was just online. Just said something on one of those sketchy websites about William.
Well, the ex-Chelsea player.
Yeah,
he's about 40, isn't he?
36.
Good player, by the way.
Everybody can sign. Says Chelsea signed Chalaba on loan. We saw that,
and they signed Lacroix.
Yeah.
They've got, how many centre backs have they got now?
I'm not sure. Well, a lot of them though. Danang saying even if we don't sell Minte, I doubt Eddie will be playing him like Brighton did. Such a stone Eddie is. Ooh, that would have been a mistake. I mean, if it wasn't playing. So Belly, not sure if you're a Newcastle fan, but I think it says a Man City player. I think that was Alvarez maybe on screen. But Belly 81 says if you don't get Europe at the end of the season, Botman, Bruno, Isak, and Gordon will start to consider leaving sooner than later. Says Belly.
Sooner.
Well, Bruno will be 27, won't he, at the end of the season?
AG is like Ashley era window. This. Yep. Yeah, no.
Well, except that Ashley would have already sold Bruno, J7, Gordon, and Isak.
Mac debates. Eel sounds like another Ashley. Oh, another one back to back. Hey, every time you get,
that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous comment.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Another. Come on, give me a break.
Foxy, that Fabio Silva deal to Wolves will go down as one of the worst of all time in the Premier League. Lee McFarlane, there's a logic to there is a logic that
he's gone.
This season, with less injuries and less games, should put us in a higher league position than last year. So that should be Europe at least.
Oh, sorry. I got.
There we go.
I clicked.
Click the wrong button. No, nobody's allowed
Sort
to
this
do
out,
that.
Chris. Get my win back on. There we go.
And
I've disappeared now.
there we go. And it made me disappear. But we was on the comments. What comments were we on? Cloud says Paul Mitchell is elite at his job and has signed players at other clubs. Why can't he at Newcastle? It is stubbornness has cost our transfer window. He wants it his way or no way. Clear to see.
Pure speculation.
Bob, I know. Well, you speculated as well, and it didn't go right. Bob, I know everybody keeps saying we have the squad to get into top 4 like 2 years ago. I know everybody keeps saying, yeah. Well, I mean, we do have that squad. Nobody's left. But look, it's going to be hard, though. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And if we don't get Europe, he's gone.
No, we've got a better.
No, we don't. Why do we have a better squad?
We have got a better squad than we had 2 years ago.
Why?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Because the 2 players that were signed 2 years ago to improve the squad are coming back in now like new signings. Toney and Barnes, who we signed to improve the top 4 squad, and we never got to see them play.
So we have to wait
Simple
and see them play, right?
So we've got a better squad.
We have to wait to see them play, right?
Zaha to another team again.
Yeah, you saw it on your screen. Welcome, Wilfred Zaha. Olympic Lyon signing Wilfred Zaha.
I thought he was going back to Palace.
Yeah, man, look at you. You look at your screen, man. You don't see him?
I see him there, yeah. I was just like, I couldn't see the shirt he was holding.
And by the way, also report Arsenal very close to Sterling deal, but we'll need a deal sheet.
Seems like a pointless deal, that one.
No, they need cover for Saka, man.
Yeah, but Sterling's legs are going.
And also Martinez hasn't been doing the best.
David Knight, as soon as the window shuts, I want Mighty win behind bars straight away. You're definitely going to get that one right now. We got 22 minutes to go on this window.
Any late rumors, Mighty Win? Go on, throw a couple into the mix. Who might we pick up?
No, I was surprised at the Elanga one.
Yeah, you didn't get that one on your phone when you were out there. We read that one. Let me see. Kenny, if Liverpool offered 50 for Guehi, they would have sold.
Nah.
Well, probably not. I don't know. Crystal Palace do hate PIF though. That's a fact. They protested in their stadium.
Yeah, the fans do, don't they?
Yeah, you allow that flag in, man. Come on. That settle stuff. You don't think that people knew what they were doing. That big ass flag, a magpie right there, and sports washing and a bunch of BS on there. They knew what they were doing.
They'll never get 70 million for that player again.
They never will. Never will. Kenny says it's finally done on Crystal Palace where we're never going to sell. Yet it looks like he's saying that we're never going to sell. Christopher, hey, that's interesting. That's my name too, man. And I kindly spaced there. Says if Mitchell can't buy a player from Palace or Forest, he needs to go on ASAP. Ooh.
Again, how much of this is coming from upstairs?
Search says Terminator.
Whoa.
Oh, my beloved Betsy sent 5 memberships.
Oh, Bets.
Thank you, Betsy.
5. Whoa.
She's quite catch.
She's quite catch, brother. Toon Talk is going to Toon Talk.
Oh, she's got a new top on there. She's got a new top on there on her little emoji.
Well, she's banned for about 2 weeks, man, but thanks. You're just noticing. Which is good because you're not looking at my wife. Because I hate that you already did that to Amrit, man. I can't. I'm definitely not bringing my wife to Newcastle.
Can't let him off the leash.
You're definitely. I would just say she's definitely going below the belt with you, then, isn't she?
Steady. I may be punching above me weight, but I've done it many times in the past.
Toon Talk was given to a member. Toon Talk, you should be a member already, man. What's up with that? Breaking news, as you see on your screen, Chelsea set to give up on Osimhen deal.
Yeah, never felt like that was going to happen, do we?
Yeah, no. So it's going to Pete WW, Thomas Spears, Davey Pat, and Jason Reacher. So thank you, beloved Betsy. We need those memberships, man. We need them. All right. Moving on. Search Terminator Seed says Howe will be will have final say. That's beyond reasonable doubt. It is amazing that Eels did not iron out the structure before hiring Mitchell. Well, that is I would assume.
Again, I'm still, I think the
Well,
structure is there.
The thing is, Mighty, when but Dan Ashworth had said apparently had the same issues, didn't he? He didn't have much power behind the scenes, and now we're seeing it with Mitchell, aren't we? So it can't just be coincidence that all these top directors are coming in and not.
Yeah, but at the time, Eddie had Amanda and Meerdad there, and they aren't there now.
Yeah, but
a lot of people saying that that's the reason why we didn't sign nobody. I don't know about that, man.
More and more now, reading between the lines as DX likes to do, I'm seeing a situation here where PIF are not 100% convinced about Eddie, and therefore they're keeping their powder dry so that when the time comes to get rid of him in a PR acceptable manner, that whoever comes in, they've got a war chest for him to spend.
Maybe they were hoping he would take the England job. You know?
Yeah. Well, I heard Mourinho has been talking to our PIF bigwigs.
Yeah, well, that was at the
He's been a lot of the things. They thinking that Cardsley being temporary charge of England is they're waiting on Eddie.
Yeah. Well, that's like all of these conspiracy theories will gain momentum.
Yeah,
because of this window.
It has weight behind it, for sure.
Jordan for Life, we know Amrit was not in Milan because there was 3 Mackhams on the screen. ENCR 65, not us, by the way. I'm talking about the ones because DX looks lost, but not. There was 3 Mackhams he was interviewing. ENCR 65. There is no point of signing cheaper stopgap players just for the sake of signing
just
someone.
To keep them Wingers happy. No point in that at all.
Gem Stasher, everyone relax, be horizontal. We still have 55 minutes. Well, not anymore. We got 16 minutes on the transfer window. George for Life, how denied that Newcastle were Guehi or no one is completely false. Chris Stewart, welcome, mate. Did we not make a canny profit off Anderson?
No, we didn't.
No.
Because we overspent on Vlachodimos.
Just balanced the books.
Just balanced it.
We basically got 16 million plus the Greek goalkeeper for Anderson, if you work it out.
No, we got 25 to 30 million plus the goalie.
Mag debates.
No, that's not how it worked. It was 35 million we got, but we spent 19 million on the goalie, right? So 16 million plus the goalie.
Was kind of a profit. Yeah. Well, it was a profit.
The by all accounts, the goalie was 7.9 million.
No, so I read 19 million, bro.
No, it's not. It's more like 19.
Yeah, I think it was 19.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Mag debates. Let's pray Man City win their case against the Premier League and we can have our shackles removed. BT, the last transfer deal Mitchell done was 4 years ago. Johnson for Life, Chris, the window shuts at PM, not midnight. Those are AG, PIF are not bothered who their manager is, mate. They are only interested in one thing, success. AG, if we don't bring anyone in, that sends massive alarm bells to that sends massive alarm bells to me, and I don't think that's on Eddie Howe. Is why would he not want to strengthen our side? Something just seems really off. Bob, I just feel every team around us have gotten stronger and we have stayed the same. I see us getting 8th this year and Gordon and Isak leaving next summer. Oh, well.
I mean, we don't know that.
Well, we don't know that.
I mean, the thing is, Gordon's still young. He's 23. Bruno would be the one to worry about because he'll be 27 next summer. And so he might think, 27, do I want to stick around for another year? That's the tough one.
Yeah, true.
I can see where you're getting the thing with Win. He's valued at 7 million as as market value,
but the
transfer fee was more.
Yeah, they basically
had to do a deal with Forest, basically to make the money.
Yeah, so both clubs got through the
Yeah,
PSL.
the deal was done purely and simply to put plenty of money in both the coffers.
Yeah, so they inflated both price tags.
Inflated both the
but
prices.
technically the keeper was 19 million.
19.
Breaking news: Crystal Palace complete
Nketiah.
signing of Eddie Nketiah.
Oh wow, okay.
Wow, they took us for a ride, man. These twats.
Would you have Eddie Nketiah? Because I wouldn't.
I wouldn't have him now. We've got better strikers. We've got two better
Not a
strikers.
chance.
Well,
Well, they've been talking about that for about a week
Nketiah, what are you talking about? Nketiah is better than Osula. Proven
better
it,
than
better than
Osula,
Osula.
but-
And do we don't have anybody else? We don't have
Would he
anybody
be-
else.
Would he be willing to come in as number 3 though? That's what we had to consider.
Well, he was too.
Who's this?
Forest
Morato.
signed Brazilian center back Morato. Look at all the right now. It's 50 minutes to go, man. Everybody's coming in with the signings.
Everyone's putting off the big guns, and we're
putting off the
sat
big
on
guns
our-
so quick. So maybe we will see Newcastle United sign.
Maybe we'll sign Evan Ferguson or something.
No chance in hell.
Michael says in the chat.
Interesting to note that that's Forest still spending.
Yeah.
Even though they had to balance their books on June.
Look
the
at all
30th.
these guys spending, mighty win, and
We've got money in the
spend-
pot now,
We
so-
spend now.
Of course, we've got money in the pot.
We should be
Michael-
right.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
Michael says a new stadium with everything it brings removes all of these so-called financial problems.
Yeah.
It's worth saying as well that Mikel Merino has picked up an injury in training, so he's going to be out for about a month.
Oh, wow.
Just signed for Arsenal, so. there you
Chris
go.
Stewart. Hopefully, the lads get a bit more fired up for the Spurs game.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
think
just
they
fired up. We've also got a history of
Our record
playing,
is good.
playing much better against better teams.
Yeah, our record against Spurs at home is very good recently.
Cam, if you have the players doing very well, other clubs will come to buy them if you're prepared to sell them.
If you build it, they will
That's
come.
that's the one. Again, that's the other problem that we don't have now.
Sky
'cause we
Sports
don't
reporting
need
now.
the money.
Sterling arrives at Arsenal,
No.
Newcastle,
Well, Newcastle training.
Arsenal training ground. So it's got to be a done deal.
Yeah,
fucking
sounds like
hell,
it.
man. We should have been in for that.
Have they got time? What the good question? A good question actually for everyone is: can you think of a good deadline day signing that we've made before? The one that comes to my mind is Sibierski. Was pretty good.
Well, Anthony Gordon.
Was he
on
deadline
day?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fair play.
Oh well, we got deadline minutes. We don't got deadline days anymore. So we got deadline 11 minutes. Fucking hell, man! Sterling could have been a great one as well on that right side.
Not for 200,000 a week or whatever.
No, I'm not sure he's the right
150,
guy
150.
for us now. He's still good, but I'd
150,
rather
man.
got Madueke, to be honest.
Yeah. Dundee signing Burnley midfielder Adewumi.
Adewumi.
By the way, obviously everybody knows Trippier is quitting or retiring from international football. Livramento, which is funny enough, isn't it? Our right back retires in another right back.
One in, one out.
For us. So yeah, he's going in there.
And as I say, Livramento, he was classed as a waste of money last transfer window.
Yeah.
That transfer
Who
window
said that?
Oh, by the way,
loads of people.
My target, my one of my targets, James Ward-Prowse, going or according to, I don't think it's been confirmed. So at this
Going to
point,
Forest.
Fabrizio Romano, yeah, going to Forest on
Forest.
loan. We could have signed him to
He's
be a
right
backup.
winger. Well, he can play central mid, but he can
He
play
can central mid. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
great set piece taker.
Oh man, we don't even have that no more.
We got Toney.
Celtic break it in for Ian Fleming. Celtic agree a £1 million for McGowan. Deal with Dundee. Dundee making deals, man.
What a signing that is!
Hell, man.
Do you realize that the obligation fee for Sancho is only about 20 million?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's low, isn't it, for Jadon
Yeah,
Sancho?
but he's
20
on 300 and something thousand a week.
We have ended the poll. Are you happy or understandable of this transfer window? And 84% say no, I'm not. Horrible window. 15%, yes, I am. On the community of the channel, the poll went up. as well. 258 votes. Are you happy or satisfied with the window? Yes, I am, says 14%. 86%, no, I'm not. So pretty much the same numbers overall. Nobody's happy, unlike the mighty win.
I'm not happy.
I'm a happy glava. This is exhausting, man. You know, thank God I was wrong and the window doesn't close at midnight, because, man, this is just degrading.
Demoralizing. Watching all the other clubs sign players.
No, seriously, Dundee, man. You're with Dundee.
How many votes did you say you had on the channel?
On the stream, it was 117 votes.
So how have we only got 50 likes?
Yeah, that's true. That is true too.
We've got 117 people can be bothered to vote. Drop out the chat for 2 seconds and go and stick a thumbs up for us, please.
Come on, man. Yeah,
so we can get something out of today.
Yeah, that is true, man. Thank you to everybody that's donated to it. Great stuff, man.
But I think what we are missing, and Win will be interested in this, is the women's team have signed several players this window.
Oh, fabulous.
10 or 11, I think. So,
hey, remember David Knight says, remember how much we were linked to Gibbs White? What happened? He never was in the conversation this whole Trevor window.
No, not this window.
In the past. What, Jim Stasher, what happened to Simikin when we decided to actually that we can multitask and be on one negotiation as well as another one? He was already gone to Saudi. So
Eddie said, no.
No, Eddie didn't say that.
He said, I don't want this guy.
That's the agenda, man. Tiger Studios, how out, win out.
Whoa, there's a surprise. Tiger Studios want to be out.
Win out, man. Hey, win out. That is tough stuff, man. Yeah. That is, we are considering, because this ITK had us on breaking news all damn month. And
he's been building our hopes up for nothing.
He didn't deliver. Sean Casey delivered more.
I've been building my own hopes up.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You are becoming a bit Sean Casey-ish with your behavior.
No,
yeah, man.
I just said, have faith.
Yeah, AG, we know. Pilot sign and Ketia, man. They've taken us for a ride, man. I swear to God, they never wanted to see us.
Fair play to them. They've used us like a.
No, yeah. Now, for money wise, that's not going to be good, which is part of the what they need to be worried about. They're never going to get 70 for Guehi. It was just bad business, man. But momentarily, they like it. Their manager coming out and say, "Good for our owners, didn't give in." You freaking twat, man.
They're jumping up and down.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But mighty win. Come on. The positive is at least we haven't lost the crown jewels, as you've said.
Oh, here we go with the same nonsense.
And we've got effectively.
We were never going to. Look at that. West Bromwich making moves. Sign Everton's Holgate.
Wow.
Come on, man.
We could have had him.
Oh my God. West Bromwich Albion.
We kept Garen Quell, as Beer Viking said. So that's the main thing. There were a lot of clubs circling around.
Man. Jim Stasher, I want to hear from Paul Mitchell. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I want to hear from someone. I want to hear from someone at the club addressing this whole issue of this transfer window.
Yeah,
and why it has been such an unmitigated.
It's been weird because we signed 5 players, but it doesn't feel like we signed 5 players.
No,
man, I'd send you to jail for saying that, man.
Because we've signed 2 goalkeepers, a backup defender, a backup striker, and Lewis Hall, who's already on loan. So it doesn't feel like.
Well, I don't see why we've got this Ruddy. What was the point of getting him?
Well, I think because he was planned before Bacademos, wasn't he? Really?
Coaching.
Yeah,
so he can be you know how the goalkeepers do that? Throw the ball like that.
So he can do that. Free transfer, 10 grand if he gets no.
The thing about Ruddy is he's a better goalkeeper than Gillespie. So I could understand if he'd come in as number 3. I think they wanted Trafford though, didn't they?
Everybody obviously expected Dubravka to be gone, me included.
Well, that's what you get. That's good. What happens when you assume?
You make an ass out of you and me.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. You assume he's going to go, and now you got all these goalkeepers.
We wanted Trafford, didn't we? By the sounds of it, and that didn't.
Oh, and then we had the audacity to try to get Trafford at the end. Are you kidding me? Paul Mitchell visiting and watching Trafford play at the Stadium of Shite. Stop bullshitting around and go sign a damn right wing, man. What's the matter with you?
No, that's my big disappointment.
Well, we couldn't get him Burma or whatever you want to say.
We don't know that. How couldn't we get him Burma?
I think we could have got him Burma if we'd gone for him.
Yeah, I bet they would have wanted 80 million. Or
unbelievable.
No, they wanted.
Who's the twat?
Here's the twat.
Look at that.
Oh God, here we go.
By the way, another breaking
shouldn't be driving pissed.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
Man, I wasn't even drinking.
Come on, Roy.
You should have played. You should have played. Hold on. Celtic complete another signing, by the way, £11 million for Engels.
That's a big signing for Celtic.
Arnie Engels joining Celtic. Ian Fleming buzzing.
Engels. Speaking of Engels, have we signed anyone yet? We've got 5 minutes left.
We got 5 minutes. Hey, Bob. Thank you, my brother. He says right there, boys of reason. Chris said it from 4 weeks ago. We needed to make a move then, but Mitchell played the game of chicken and lost badly. Thank you, man. You just, I just try to use common sense.
That's not what happened, though, is it, at all?
No, it's not Mitchell.
No, they wanted more than we were prepared to pay.
No, that's not true, though, because we put in 50 or 55. No, it's 65. 60, 65. 65 add-ons with add-ons. 70. They took us for. They never wanted to sell, man. They never wanted to sell.
Pure speculation.
No, this is everybody else reporting says that, man.
80 million in the end.
If you tell me Luke Edwards, Craig Hope, Keith Downey, and Ornstein, everybody's getting together and say, you know what, we're gonna say this so people think that we got it right. BS, man. They work for big entities. They have a responsibility. Yeah. Stop trying to sugarcoat it, old man. Welcome, Gallagher.
130 seconds.
That's what I do.
We got 2 minutes. We got Gallagher Brown says, do we think Sunday is massive now? Win and we're united. Lose it and it might get ropey. Welcome, by the way, Gallagher. Appreciate it.
It's always going to be a bit. This week, both Wednesday and Sunday were two big matches.
Wednesday and Sunday.
We have successfully maneuvered our way around one of them.
Oh, look at that. Coming in. Fulham. Submit deal sheet for Nelson. Ipswich move for Reece Nelson is off after Arsenal winger had a change of heart. Ooh.
Interesting. He's not that highly rated, though, is he?
No. He's rubbish.
Yeah, he's just average.
Really that bad?
Maybe we should sign him.
We should just sign anyone, I think. Just get anyone in now at this point.
Well, we got 1 minute, man.
Fraser.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, we got rid of Fraser and we loaned out Ashby, didn't we? So we've done some business.
Yeah.
Shite. But
and Ashby gone to QPR, hasn't he?
Who has?
Yeah, Ashby's gone to QPR.
But that's quite good to get rid of Fraser because now that saves about £2 million.
Jamal Lewis was supposed to as well, but that fell through.
Oh.
That's okay.
They're showing pictures of Big Ben now.
We are
11 o'clock.
Oh, look at that. Real Betis agreed to deal with Spurs for Lo Celso.
There's one less player we've got to worry about then.
Well, it doesn't matter. We still have like 15-20 minutes because they might submit something and then we've got 2 hours to complete it.
There you go.
Well, that could be
submitted within a minute. We've got a minute to submit something. And then
so you're saying we should go for another hour?
Yeah, I would go for another hour at least.
We get Hummels.
Hey, that would be. We can get free agents. We can get free players. Yeah, we can get
free agents afterwards. There's a huge list of free agents.
I would have went for Hummels, man. I would have been happy with Hummels. That's definitely update. Well, the window is finished.
Yeah, they've got the clock 10, 9, 8, 7,
oh, look at that one. Yeah.
6,
the window slams shut.
It's
11 p.m. It's 11 p.m. and the Premier League transfer window has officially closed. However, clubs can gain 2 additional hours to complete deals. Rangers signed Bajrami from Sassuolo. Rangers doing deals. We ain't doing shit.
He's a big player.
However, clubs can gain 2 additional hours to complete deals if they have submitted a deal sheet. The deal is documentation. The deal sheet is documentation that confirms a deal has been reached before the deadline, but requires additional time to be concluded. Deal sheet must be fully completed and submitted after 9 p.m., but before 11 p.m. deadline. However, international transfers must be completed by 12 a.m. deadline set by FIFA. So that's that.
Yep.
Look at that. And at the end, the Rangers signed Bajrami from Sassuolo. And we got images of Mighty Win and his buddies outside of St. James's Park after this window.
That was after we signed John Ruddy. Right?
Look at that, man. Partying outside of St. James's Park. Yeah. That was after.
We've got 5 keepers though.
Yeah,
oh man!
Wouldn't that be lovely if they said Trafford had signed? We just got it done in time. Yeah, that'd be a good win there.
Thing is, how much we've spent? We've spent like 60 million in total this window, and it doesn't
Well,
feel like anything.
24, nothing, 30. No, not 60 million, is it right? Oh no, because Vacadimos, yeah. No, you're right. It's about 60 million. Yeah.
60, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it seems like nothing.
The team,
right.
60 million, and we're weaker than how we started the window.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
If it counts,
we're not. We could be.
No, I think we are because we lost Minter and
Anderson. Yeah, because we lost Minter and Anderson, and look who we got. Macadimos, right? And
Macadimos. I don't think it's Macam.
And Pliers.
By the way, Birmingham set to smash League One record fee for Stansfield. Jay Stansfield, striker from Fulham.
Lisa Stansfield.
Yeah, Jay Stanfield going to Birmingham to pay 12 million. Birmingham can play 12 million, man.
Yep.
All right. Well, Gallagher's last comment.
I'm gutted. But,
why does it always slam? Doesn't he ever slide shot? Yeah, but the window, the slam shot, you know.
Yeah, he used to slide shot when we bought Isaac and stuff. That was a great window.
Yeah. Beer Viking, good news, no Trafford. Yeah, I agree with that. That would have been a case. Oh, that hurts me just being confirmed. Ward Prowse joins Forest on loan from West Ham. Man,
great signing.
That was in shock. Shock to no one.
Forest have made some good.
It's a shock to me, I tell you.
I just cannot believe it.
I
called it here as well. I called him and I said it. James Ward-Prowse, set piece taker, nice midfielder to be a backup. By the way, Borough sealed deal to Doak loan from Liverpool. So Middlesbrough making more signings than Newcastle in the Northeast.
And also,
what a shame, man.
Well, yeah, I think Brighton have had a good window. Brighton signed about 8 or 9 decent young players, so they look quite strong, don't they? Now
the 2 best windows for me are Aston Villa and West Ham.
Who did Aston Villa do? They got.
Well, you got to see what Chelsea did because they did sign a lot of players, but so you, I mean,
Man United got a couple of.
Man United got a few.
What about Everton? What kind of players they got?
I didn't think they got anyone. Did they got one?
Oh,
or two
they didn't. I think they sold. They got rid of some players.
They lost to Nana.
Thunderbolt says shocker to no one. Not one decent transfer this window.
He's gone.
Oh, by the way, Joe White is going to MK Dons on loan, so he is going as well. I think for Newcastle United. So we got rid of people, not the ones we wanted probably. Kim Cam, we will pay the price for this empty weight. Beer Riken still got 20 minutes. Well, I think that was earlier, maybe. No, no, that's actually got 20 minutes. Target Studios, but Win saying we will get top 2.
Yep.
Top 4.
Still saying that, Tiger son. Still saying that.
From second, didn't you?
Can we still get loans in and out? Ask Bob.
Tell you what, if we get 6th, I'm telling you now, if we get 6th, I'm gonna be over the moon. It's like winning the league.
Yeah, I'll be shocked. You're that high.
Noah
People don't realize how weaker we are compared to the rest.
We'll see.
This is
another say. If we are anywhere there or thereabouts by Christmas, we'll do in the winter window what we could have done here, what we should have done here.
I think if we've got like all our players fit, that's a good squad. Like the first 11 is really good, and there's some good players on the bench. Well, the problem is if we get a centre-back injury or something.
Jordan for life asking, how does Minte make us weaker if he never kicked the ball for us? It does because you own. No, let me tell you something. Because you own him, you have him, and he proved himself in Friends. He won a trophy. He proved himself. He did well.
No, in Holland.
Holland.
Or in Holland. Sorry. Where did I say? Regardless, it was in Holland. Feyenoord. So he improved himself. That was good. You have him. Nobody. You have this right wing issue. Why not give him a try? So that is an improvement. We let him go for PSR reasons, which are understandable. However, still let him go. He was ours. We didn't have to buy. We didn't have to do none of that.
Yeah,
and we got rid of him. That's why. Not
exactly
like the old man says. Exactly. Like he just.
You know what's terrifying is if anything happens to Toney, it's the same team from last season.
Hey, James Ward-Prowse didn't get him.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That is. I'm mad, man.
But you know what it is now. We
crazy.
didn't get the personnel, and then what Eddie's gonna have to do now is work on the 11 he's got and improve the football because the football was shit. That's what's worrying us. If we play great football like City, like City play great football, they haven't really signed anyone, and it's working. But we're not good. We need improvements at a lot of places. Start with the right wing. He sat down trying to get Guehi for 3 weeks. It's unbelievable, man. It's
by
like
the way,
going shopping to chocolate and stuff.
By the way, if Niall Powell, we need your predictions. They haven't gotten them yet. Brian Scott, need your predictions. Trolls need your predictions as well. So if you guys don't submit them by match day on Sunday, as the Mighty Wind says, Sunday.
Sundown.
You're done. You won't get scores for this week. So you guys, I'm not a babysitter. Got a lot of stuff to do. So you make sure you get in the chat and drop your predictions. Join the WhatsApp groups. That'll be the safest bet. Or comment in one of the videos. I'll get the notification. I will see it. But you paid your money. You gotta stay a member, of course. But make sure that you give your predictions. Still waiting on 3 people. So we shall see. None of you showed up today, but tomorrow we'll have a show later on at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Sorry. And so you have your opportunity there. But make sure you give us your predictions. I think actually Helzuzar wanted to change his prediction, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. Yeah, I've got it.
Did you change it?
I've got it. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not changing mine. We're getting beat. Anything else is a bonus. So I'm happy to take the hit.
All right, so that's that. More comments. Jordy, 2 for life. Chris, you're talking rubbish. He didn't kick a ball for us. Facts. How is that rubbish? He's a player that we have, that we own.
No. What he's saying is, by selling Minty, we weren't any weaker because he'd never played for us.
We were weaker than we would have been with Minty.
Yeah, but how do you know that? He improved himself. He proved that he was.
Never mind what he would.
You can't say never mind though. He's ours.
What he could do.
Yeah.
We're not weaker without him because we've never had him.
No, I was talking
was part of the squad, man. No.
I've been talking.
He wasn't even part of the squad. He wasn't at the club.
He came back. He was in the squad. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm saying last season he wasn't anywhere near the club.
But we own him. He was over there. He was at Feyenoord.
By definition, we aren't any.
That just tells you that if we're gonna have this shite of a window, it wouldn't have hurt having Minte in the squad right now. Well, especially now, if you told me that he was a striker, a center forward, we got Isak, then I'll tell you, well, there's no point. But he's a right winger where we need a right winger. He proved himself. There's a reason why we send people on loan to prove themselves.
But so what Jordy Tunberlife said was correct. By getting rid of Minty, we're no weaker than we were last season. He wasn't there last season. So by getting rid of him, how can we possibly be weaker?
Yeah,
because if he was there, he'd be playing instead of Almiron.
No. That's this season.
You can't argue with nonsense, man. It will never happen.
You can't argue, Mike.
Can't argue with the wall, man. Matt Thompson is minted worth 10 points. No, he's not. So we had to get him. The PSR is a situation. That's fine. Doesn't mean that we're not. That obviously we're weaker. That doesn't mean that we're not. We are, especially Anderson, who didn't play much for us anyway. So but there you go. You and Jordan for Life agree with each other. That's 2 people out of 530,000 Jordys. But anyways, anything else at the end? Nothing else, man. We listen.
Let's go and
I'm
take a headache.
Why don't we all rate the window out of 10?
Out of 10, 0.
No, not 0.
Mighty Win and Jordan for Life. They're jumping up and down.
The only positive is we are not going to get hit with a fine.
No, I'd say Kelly was.
Look at these positives. These positives are just unbelievable.
Kelly was quite a good signing because he's a good squad player.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall, getting him on a permanent is quite nice. And Osula could prove to be good. So I would say like 4 out of 10.
And not losing any of the crowd jewels.
But losing Minte.
No one came for Isaac.
Losing Minte to me.
No one came for Isaac or Bruno.
Nobody came for them. Nobody came for none of these guys. Now there's a rumor that we offered Gordon. There's a rumor that we offered Gordon. Okay, but apparently, why did?
I don't think we did.
Well, that's what Mighty Win. That we offered.
Yeah, we
him.
definitely did.
We were desperately trying to get rid of one.
Okay, but nobody actually. Everybody was talking about Man City, Bruno. Who else was there? Arsenal. They didn't make a bid. They didn't make contact. They didn't make none of that. So
they knew it was pointless.
Okay, it was pointless. And you talking to me about assumptions. All right.
Every single Premier League club would have had Isaac.
My hope.
Well, that's fine, but they didn't make the attempt.
19 of them would have had Bruno.
Anyway, it's
but this is the thing. Jordan for Life. Hold on. Jordan for Life says the difference is I'm not whining or whinging on who we might have signed. Just facts.
Correct.
We don't have to sign Minte. He's ours. You understand what I mean? He's ours.
We had to get rid of Minte for to comply.
That
with
is fine. That's the reason why we got rid of him. But clearly, getting rid of him also makes us weaker on the squad because he was in our squad this preseason. So it's simple as that, man. It's simple as that.
I agree with you, Chris. Because like I was saying, I was talking to Feyenoord fans. They loved him. They wanted to keep him. So showed how good he was. Yes, he might not be perfect, like that all-round perfect player straight away, but he's gone to Brighton, and you can see he's doing well at Brighton. And as long as he doesn't get injured, he could actually come play us and be punished by a player that we've got rid of.
He looks a gem, doesn't he? A real gem.
Yeah, sure does. Very, very quick, very agile, very good.
Rozier,
promising to
very
say
skillful. Doesn't do all the hard work and shit that Miggy does, which is why Eddie doesn't rate it. But the same way he got rid of Anderson and Maxi. All 3 have similar attributes.
Whoa! No,
dribbling a lot, keep the ball a lot.
Anderson for FFP.
Well, that's the one he picked. He could have picked someone else to get rid of.
Well, that is also a fact.
Knows.
That is also a fact.
How could he have picked?
Well, the thing is, nobody wants the other ones. Who wants Murphy?
Exactly.
No one.
So the thing is, in January I feel like that was the window. We had options in January to get rid of.
We didn't have any money in January.
No, but we had options to get rid
of them. We could have got rid of Miggy.
Trippier, Almiron, and who was the other one? Wilson.
You can only get rid of them if somebody's prepared to buy them.
Well, Bayern Munich was ready to buy.
And if the players are ready to go.
Bayern Munich had 15 million on the table.
Well, in that case,
I wouldn't take 15 million for trips.
And then
and
there was an offer from
how much did Fraser go for today?
Nothing.
We don't know yet.
Was he on 60,000 a week?
We are assuming that Southampton. We are assuming that Southampton paid Newcastle.
No, they got
which
nothing.
can be, but I guarantee.
No,
because it was terminated, mutual termination doesn't mean that because any sane mind wouldn't just give. Okay,
Fraser has terminated his contract with us, and it's
you're assuming that, and that could have happened.
We're not paying any money.
You are assuming that, and that could have happened.
What I'm saying is,
however, If I got
He
2
would have
million
been training-
guaranteed,
he would have
if
been
I got
training-
2 million, no, if I got 2
no.
million to me guaranteed, and to leave, we can say, you know what, pay me 1 million, and I'll go because you owe me 2 million.
No,
right? That you are assuming that we didn't pay him nothing, which can be the risk. Can be.
3 million.
However,
that's exactly what I'm assuming.
yeah, but I'm also assuming that anything could have happened. We also could have paid some, and he can agree with that, and you mutually agreed to terminate. If Pochettino joined the United States, because Chelsea had to pay Pochettino, not all of the rest of his contract, because they had to leave. But it's got to be a negotiation. It can't just be because the club he's contracted to pay the player. They're contracted to pay the player, man.
We've got a quote from Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, they are correct. And if Fraser hadn't forfeit his wages, he would still be training with it under 21s.
But you're assuming that Fraser gives a damn about what Newcastle thinks, which
no,
doesn't
I'm
happen.
assuming Fraser gives a damn about his career.
Yeah, but you might assume wrong as well, because obviously he hasn't been acting like he gives a damn. And rightly so to a certain extent. He needs to worry about his pocket as well. Rightly so. And so Miguel Almiron cares about his pocket as well. He didn't want to go to Charlotte.
I've just read here. Fraser was desperate to move and took a big financial hit to terminate his contract before accepting a much reduced wage at the Saints.
There you go.
Southampton,
no, but that's for him to sign Southampton. So Southampton is going to pay him less, but that doesn't mean that has nothing to do with.
He's a big man.
Saying Fraser took a big financial hit to join Southampton.
Yeah.
That could be. That means
it could mean
mutual. It was mutual.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that Newcastle didn't pay him nothing.
No, we didn't pay him nothing. No, we didn't pay him anything. If it's mutual, you don't pay anything.
And he took it.
If it's mutual, that means he wants to go.
Be the case.
Anyway, we'll find that out in January when their accounts are published.
Anyways, look, it's pointless to keep going on. Go on, DX.
Wait,
I was going to say there was a little quote from
what news, man?
From Ryan Fraser.
Oh,
a little quote about his move. Do you want to hear it? He said, "I'm probably the happiest man in Southampton at the moment. It's been a long summer, but my number one goal was to get back here, and now that's happened." There you go.
Fucking bastard.
He's back.
See you, Jimmy.
Hey, Connor, Toon Talk wants me to ask the panel a question. This was a lot earlier, by the way, but sorry. Listen, people WhatsApp me when I'm live, man. I'm about my work. I don't looking at my phone. But he says, can you ask the panel if nobody has come, if now nobody has come in that Gordon and Isak will sign new contracts? Oh, now that we have no signings, if Isak and Gordon will sign new contracts.
Isak has signed a new contract, hasn't he? He did sign one.
Well, no, we don't know that.
Might well have a bearing on it.
I don't know.
When is Gordon's one finished? 26?
2026.
Justin.
If we're not in Europe, I'll tell you what, if we're not in Europe, Gordon's
I guess they don't give a damn when I said Justin.
That one?
Yeah. No, that we already put that as breaking news, man. That's one Newcastle United news that we already gave out. But no, Justin.
Well, that's another positive for the window, by the way.
Yeah, that's good. We got rid of that.
What's that? Well, getting rid of Fraser.
We're clutching at straws.
Oh man!
Well, no, it is a mighty win because it saves us a couple of million quid. So that's quite handy.
I'm saying.
But I'm going to tell you something.
That straws.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to develop and develop and develop. The mighty one, and not this twat down here. Alan Shearer just posted on Twitter. They haven't helped Eddie at all. Failed him.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. What the great one is saying, man.
Yeah,
I'm just reporting.
That mean, well, how do I help him when he's? Well, I want Guehi, and they're focused only on Guehi. We should have pulled away.
You're assuming that, man, Roy.
No, it was definitely there's too much smoke. There's no smoke without fire. And
that's why. But Craig Hope said that's the only one he wanted. So if Craig Hope was lying,
Craig Hope didn't say any of them of the sort.
He did.
Craig-
he did.
just
He
Craig
said,
Hope-
He didn't.
He did something. Say
Does
something.
Craig
Hope did
Hope,
say Guehi's
work
the
for
only
the
one
club?
Eddie wanted.
Does he
One bit
work
of
for the
transfer
club?
news.
I know, but if he's lying, that means next time there's a press conference, Eddie should kick him out.
That's a bit.
So why are you making shit up? Just like Bruce was a
Yeah.
man enough.
Well,
kick him
in that
out.
in that case, I do agree because I mean, if he's misleading,
Yeah.
then
How many
it should be.
journalists talk shit?
Because you remember when he said there was a big fallout between Maxi and Bruce, and there was a fight. And
Well, we
shit.
know
There
all
was
about
none of
that.
that.
I mean,
Hey,
And
by
then
the
Bruce
way, I mean,
confronted
we're
him
not
and
the
kicked
only
him
ones
out.
because all other fans, I got Arsenal fans on a few streams saying an effing disgrace of a window for Arsenal as well, which yeah, which
They
I
just
mean,
got a keeper. They got a great.
they got
goalkeeper.
rid of Ramsdale, by the way. He's gone to Southampton or no?
Yep.
Yeah, and they got Neto.
They got Neto. Yeah, but I mean,
So that's an upgrade for the bench.
they got Neto, they got Mourinho.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great window.
Marino's good. No, but Calafiore as well.
And that's still waiting for a centre forward.
Calamari.
If
Nketiah
I was an Arsenal fan, I would be more annoyed as an Arsenal fan than I am as a Newcastle fan right now.
Well, actually,
because they are so close.
Yeah, but I think they'll keep going there, thrashing it. They'll
By
thrash
the way,
everybody.
let me clarify on that. On what I said about Alan Shearer, he retweeted something that George Culkin said. He is a senior writer for The Athletic. He says Culkin said this: from that desperate, destabilizing scramble to avoid a PSR breach to failing to strengthen their first 11.
There you
See
go.
also January dash. That has been an awful window for Newcastle United, one which leaves Eddie Howe to pick up the pieces. He and his players have driven the club's progress and deserve better than this. And that's where Alan Shearer says they haven't helped Eddie at all. They failed him. So, well, there you go. But look, I will never hold. If Eddie says I want a top elite center back like Guehi, why are you trying to give me Chaloba? Why are you trying to get me this guy? Why are you trying to give me that twat? I want a guy like Guehi. It's about Paul Mitchell saying, here's 10 Mark Guehis. Same guy. International, Italian international, Netherlands international, English international Mark Guehi, or German international. All these guys, the same. Good stuff, great clubs. Which one you want? Because Mark Guehi is too much. If that's the case, and Eddie says, I'm close-minded, I don't want nobody else other than Guehi, they're not going to. But that is assuming that's what the case. But that would be assumed. Who are they though? We would have been linked though, man. We would have been linked already. But the only center back we were linked with is Tiao, who didn't want to join, and he's not as good as
the
Guehi.
Toon Talk, we had the option to take Chalobah on loan, and we opted not.
Yeah, but that's not the same as Mark Guehi, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's another body in. Who would
Yeah,
help?
no, but
we need
better than
one
Kraft.
option,
He's better
But
than
then he
Kraft.
comes on. He's another contract. He's
Croissant.
another fee that you got to pay. On top of when Botman comes back, when Lascelles comes back, on loan, I would have gone for it. On loan,
He was on loan. That was I think that was the
Yeah.
deal on loan.
Yeah, but I'm just
Tosin
saying.
isn't a top player. He's not like Guehi, but he was the first one we were targeting, wasn't he? Him and Kelly with it. That was the plan. That one fell through. And that
Memphis
kinda hurt
Depay is a
the
free agent.
By the way,
Who's that?
it looks
I
like
think so,
Raheem.
yeah.
It looks like Raheem Sterling will go to Arsenal. Here we go by Fabrizio Romano. So that
Wouldn't
is
it be funny
one.
if they missed it by 1 minute?
That is one statement signing right there.
There'll be some paperwork of loan deals and stuff going back and forth, so there might be something still.
What do you make of the Toney deal? That's interesting. Not many players go to Saudi.
40 million. 40 million.
That's cheap.
It's for note.
Yeah, it's peanuts, really.
We could have.
I'm shocked he's got to Saudi though.
Now
I'm thinking there must be something going on in the background there because he was Arsenal's #1 target.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happened? Everyone's pulled out of that deal. He must have a bad attitude or something.
Well, there's got to be something wrong somewhere.
I heard something about the clause and stuff that he didn't want any get out clause and stuff going.
Kenny W says BBC Sports says Newcastle fans will be the most disappointing. I think we are going to be the most disappointing when you look at the teams. When you look at the teams competing, I mean, everybody can be upset because they haven't improved However, Arsenal fans can be mad, but they already fighting for the title. So we have not improved in our squad, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Me and Mighty Win and Gary argue here. The majority of people with common sense obviously agree with me that we did not improve the squad. Simply because Mighty Win said, well, you got Osula. He's an improvement on Parkinson. That's an improved squad. I wanted to shoot myself right in the bollocks, man. I wanted to shoot myself right in the bollocks because I just don't get it. An improvement on Parkinson is an improved squad.
Kelly's an improvement on Dummett.
But I mean that is. But Dummett was literally Jordan for Life talking about he wasn't in our squad. Mente, Dummett literally was never used other than twice. He wrestled against Everton, sent off, and screwed us up. Almost screwed up our season. So.
Yeah. And now we've got the 5th choice goalkeeper, haven't we? The Greek guy, so that's good. We've got him. So depth.
And I agree with Jordan Velasquez saying the more bodies are bringing.
What's the German
I agree with
called?
that.
Our German, what's his name? Yeah, he's better than the other 3.
He's better. He's better
than Rudy.
Well, no, Ruddy's not a bad keeper. Ruddy's better than Vlachodimos, I think.
But no, look, I mean, to be fair, Karius wanted to leave anyway, so.
Yeah, Karius wanted to go to.
But he's better than the other 3. So even the 5 we've got are not as good as the 3.
It looks like West Ham makes a last minute signing as well.
Who've they pulled out?
There you go.
Let me.
That's what I'm telling you. There might be something happening. It's only 20 minutes gone.
Yeah, but not with us. We're bumping.
Yeah, we're done, man. We're knackered, man.
Our goose is cooked.
It's already tough, man. Can't chew on it. West Ham signed PSG Soler on loan.
Oh fuck!
That's clever.
Carlos Soler from Paris Saint-Germain. The Spain international arrived just minutes after James Ward-Prowse move on loan to Forest.
That's a smart piece of business. That guy
seems to be a lot of players.
27.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, let me tell you something. If Eddie Howe is the one saying, I don't want this, I don't want that, on these guys, James Ward-Prowse, even Sterling, I think. What do you think? Arsenal are a bunch of stupid idiots? I mean, you think they're idiots? You don't think they're really?
That might have been wage related, though, maybe.
Yeah, but you can say Chelsea, but we didn't even try, man. You can say Chelsea. You're going to have to pay him wages anyway, whether you like it or not, because he's contracted. I'll pay half of the wages. You loan them to me, and I'll help you with PSR because obviously you don't have to pay half. We pay 150 on loan. Trying to get somebody in on that right wing spot that we have.
I would have done that deal.
So you know what I'm saying? It's just look, man. I'm not trying to because everybody all of a sudden is we all DOFs, but we can have an opinion on what we see out from the outside. And everybody, you're going to tell me that Arsenal are idiots. Everybody is idiots. Sancho, we never even were near, but Chelsea are idiots because they got Sancho on loan. We didn't even make an attempt, man. We put all our eggs in the basket of Guehi, who I love very much, and I hope he's watching this. But we had nothing to go for ourselves. Paul Mitchell and company can't multitask. They just own one thing every day. And then you're going to tell me that you go and watch Trafford play, wasting time out of the day to go watch him play in Sunderland Stadium. Fuck off, man.
They find it about in Japan. Well, they should have been in England trying to get deals done in the summer.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm surprised we didn't go for a nice Japanese player. There was a couple of good players.
Kubo.
Yeah. No,
right
no. Some of them,
the South Korean winger that we were linked with.
Yeah, but Kubo and Real Sociedad.
Even Kang, I was really looking forward to getting Kang and Lee. That was back in the days whenever just before the start of the window. Kang and Lee was supposed to be Mitchell's number one target.
Dude, Kubo would have been. You already done business with Real Sociedad. Good friendship, good partnership. Good stuff. You could have already done a deal for Kubo. Kubo's a nice right wing man. He was Real Madrid's jewel for a long time. But then you got to compete against those giants. So obviously playing for Real Madrid is kind of tough because you got to be better than fucking Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. and the company. And so it's tough, right? So he's going to Real Sociedad. Why couldn't we go out there and get something done for him? I just don't understand, man. There's a bunch of good players. This Premier League fixation, I get it, but it's not the only thing in the world, man. There's good players all over the place. This is why Friday is meant to chill out for the. This is why Friday is meant to. Yeah, man. Look, we got 30 minutes to go. Might as well go until extra time comes on live.
Yeah.
With Josh and company. Because
no, still you got an hour and a half before they come on.
No. They're going to start at no. They're going to start at in 30 minutes.
Midnight.
They changed time because Josh has to twat about, and he's gonna go.
Can
Birmingham
we join them as well?
Look at that. Birmingham smashed League One record to sign Stansfield. Birmingham.
What did they pay? What was the price?
12 million.
2 million. That's what it was.
12 million pounds.
Oh, that's
Birmingham.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me? Man, Birmingham gonna pay
they got a full stadium every week.
And
we did sign Privas as well. We haven't really mentioned
we signed Pivas. You mentioned Pivas from somewhere in Slovenia, I think.
From Jedinstvo Ulb.
Yeah, I grew up listening to those guys play.
260,000 pounds.
Yeah, and so we don't even know what's happened with him. What's going on with him? Somebody kidnapped him.
Yeah, he didn't play in any of the friendlies, did he?
He never was in the preseason. I don't even. Was he under 21? Anybody in the chat know?
Oh, he's in
21. No idea.
Jordy Dance is injured.
Predator NUFC says, "What was the point of bringing Mitchell in to oversee transfers? Would have been better bringing in Peggy Mitchell."
More power.
Peggy Mitchell's on the UK soap.
EastEnders. She's a character.
Just pay Andy Pandy a bit more money and just put him as director.
But see, this is the thing. Fox is saying this. Look, it's Arsenal used the wages of Nelson leaving to put towards Sterling wages. We could have never afford Sterling. We could afford 150 a week.
Of course, that's 7 million.
I think Arsenal will be paying more than that.
No, understand what I'm saying. Chelsea pays other half. We pay other half. We didn't even try, man. No, it could have been like, no, I don't want to pay none of the wages. Okay, but there was no reports of us even thinking going that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, but the fact that it wasn't reported didn't mean it didn't happen.
ITK.
Jordy Dan says Pivas is injured. Was he? Is he?
Apparently.
Well, that ain't good, is it?
The only one I know the only other club that hasn't done a lot, well, they've signed Solanke, but Tottenham haven't done an awful lot. They've signed only.
No, they are upset as well. They signed a lot of young players.
They're not happy.
They're not happy at all.
So maybe it's
but their problem is even more. It's even bigger. Like they literally have zero money problems. So it's just that they think the fans think that they have zero ambition. There's zero ambition to win anything.
There's no excuse for us either, by the way.
Okay,
we could have easily spent about
the mighty win. The one from the 80s. I'm pretty sure the mighty win from the 80s was tough, cutthroat, direct, blunt. This mighty win now that we got, it's the soft one. A very not virile.
You learn to mellow with age.
Well, this mighty win is not virile anymore. This mighty win is impotent when it comes to his football opinions. And so this is a different mighty win, man. Not energized. He drinks 20 cases of fucking Monster. He never energized. It doesn't seem to work. But so now you're starting to come about, man. Now you're coming around, trying to criticize this. Because this nonsense was backed up by you, by the way. You backed up this nonsense going on right now. It was you that told us to be.
I honestly believed that we would have done some business, more business than what I've done. I had every belief that we would, and all this says to me is that the PIF are not backing Eddie, as Shearer said.
By the way, the Premier League reporting right now that there were a total of 9 deal sheets submitted ahead of the transfer deadline.
Okay, let's see. Might be us.
Well, okay.
Hopefully one of them.
So clubs still have 2 additional hours to complete deals if they have submitted a deal sheet before but we had to have submitted.
I think if any of those 9 deals hadn't already been reported upon,
nothing
certainly would be now.
By the way, the Premier League have confirmed 9 deals. Sky Sports understands 3 of those are Jadon Sancho's, Armando Brojas to Everton. Everton made a loan move. Damn. And Maxwell Cornets to Southampton. Southampton making moves. The DXK is rocking, man.
It's happening. All the big
Yeah,
leagues.
man.
All the big clubs are doing it.
Fraser and Cornet. There's a wing pair you would like, isn't it? No.
Yeah. Cornet.
Come
Just
on,
one
man.
Cornetto, hey?
This is unbelievable, man.
Actually, I liked Cornet when he was at Burnley.
Yeah, he looked good at Burnley, didn't he?
Yeah.
He played right back, right wing, up front. Yeah,
Sort of, yeah, right wing, really.
Utility.
Hey, what's the? By the way,
but this is because West Ham.
One more to kill you.
They're getting shot at them now.
Let me report one more that will take you over the edge. Hull City. We played them in the preseason, by the way. Hull City. Abu Kamara joins us from Norwich City for an undisclosed fee.
It's a familiar name.
Welcome to the Tigers, Abu Kamara.
Abu Kamara.
This whole
Probably
time,
better-
man,
Probably better than Longstaff.
Reminds me of Sebastian.
This is crazy, man. We've been chilling, and you know what? The whole team, man, just mad, man.
Underwhelming to say the least.
But the thing is, the one thing we have in our favour is now we've got continuity from last season, so we haven't changed the squad too much. So maybe that will work in our favour. You never know.
Hey, but you know what? The whole time, the Mighty Wind's been lying to the English folks, to the American folks, that something was going to happen. He was telling us this the whole time. Look.
Yeah.
No be sister, no devil, no dopey. Everything going to be irie.
Yeah, he was telling us everything going to be irie.
Irie, man. Irie.
And Nout. We got Nout, man.
We got subtle.
We've got fuck all.
Well, no, we got Lloyd Kelly, so I suppose.
On a free, man. You didn't have to negotiate nothing. On a free.
Okay,
and you know why we had to negotiate?
Big wages.
Well, Lloyd Kelly, you want 150 a week? Whoa, 150 a week from 30? Where do I sign? No negotiating whatsoever. That's the negotiating skills we got.
Where do I sign?
Well, Stelios said yesterday Spurs wanted him as well.
Yeah, they wanted and getting it. This is a stretch.
We panicked.
We got him over the line.
No, that's probably what happened. It's like Lloyd, Newcastle. Lloyd, you want to sign for 50 a week? Tottenham are right there. No, 150. Okay, man, sign to get this. We panicked.
Yeah,
we're just a bunch of.
Well, I suppose you save 20 million on the fee and you spend a bit extra on the contract.
I've got a question, everybody. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Besides of this window, what was the shittiest window we've had in the last 15, 20 years?
When Joe Kinnear was the director and he just refused to sign anyone.
Oh, Joe Kinnear. But guy rest his soul.
No. When Benitez came back up, and
Ashley
had promised him
no
all the money were made, so there should have been 90 million for Benitez to spend.
Yeah.
The worst was 2008.
And not only did we not spend any of that 90 million,
was it
when did Wijnaldum?
When did Kevin King come back second time? 2008, right?
Oh yeah, that was a bad one. That was a
bad one. That was actually
we signed Gutierrez, Colaccini.
I get that. No, but when he had to leave because he said he was going to be in charge, and Mike actually told him, "You're going to be in charge. You're going to get the signings and everything." And just the next year, he left. And he actually ended up suing Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
That was when we got Cisco
and Nacho.
Ignacio Gonzalez.
Well, I had a conversation with Keegan about that.
You talked to Keegan, man? What's up?
And he won 6 million or something.
Direct line to Keegan.
But he didn't request the money straight away because he reckoned we'd have gone into administration.
What?
If he'd have won the money, if he'd had the money straight away.
Really?
He waited till the next season to get the money.
Well, that sounds like the sort of thing.
But that's how much he loved the club. He didn't want to see the club go into administration, so he waited to get the money.
Interesting enough, though, about Keegan.
I don't think the club was ever in danger of going into administration.
You don't know what to say.
When Mike Ashley was in charge.
But the money that was left in the club didn't have the money.
No, but look. Funny enough, with Keegan back in the '90s when he left, remember you told me Mighty Win when you were trying to get trying to get a position here at NUFC Talk TV. You lied to me saying that you're trying to impress me and lied to me that we were going to get Thierry Henry from Monaco. You said that you lied that time, as you always do. But he left though that time because he wanted more players, right? Kevin Keegan. And they
it was the direct at the time.
We're talking about back in that.
When
the players that were bought,
you're talking about when John Hall was there.
Yeah, back in the
when John Hall was there, he resigned and he didn't take a payoff at all.
He said there was nothing else he could do. That was his words. He's done what he can, and I'll let someone else take over. That was his words.
Yeah. Well,
we're just beating Spurs 7-1, funnily enough.
Sir John
But like
Hall,
I said,
man.
the second time he left because he was told 3 players that they bought who no one knew they were.
Yeah.
And he was told to go on YouTube to see them play.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, they're not players that I want. You're bringing players in without asking me. Am I the manager or no, you're the coach? That was Ashley's words. No, you're the coach. If anyone's buying the players, it's up to us.
He did them for constructive dismissal and he won.
Yep, and he won.
Yeah, but also they sold.
It was for more than 60 grand and all.
Yeah.
Milner.
6 million.
Aye, that's more like it.
And James Milner was sold, wasn't he?
I met him in that's when I got my Match magazine signed. I met him in 2015.
Broba. All right. Some comments are here. Thank you, AG, for the kind super chat. Two in Army Oz says, "Good morning, lads, from Aussie, from Australia. Glad we didn't blow our load on Guehi. Well, I wish we had." Foxy Kevin Keegan resigned every week in the 90s. Says Gary, having a good time in Newcastle. Says,
how you doing?
Wow.
Gary?
So from the richest club in the world and euphoria from fans, we've now become the most deprived in the past 2 windows. Seriously, have to question what has happened to the vision in the 5-year plan.
Yeah.
Problem is, if they get rid of Eddie Howe, they have to get rid of Tyndall, all the coaching staff.
Oh,
Andy
100%.
Howe. It's going to be a big outlay to get rid of all.
Yeah, but it always happens like that. Managers
he's got his people all over the place. It's not like a normal club where you just have the assistant.
Man, managers do it.
it.
Ange Postecoglou brings his people in.
He's got his nephew as the main one of them.
Why are you flexing on camera, man? Like you?
We're just flexing. We're having a flex off. Roy and I were wondering.
Oh, he is flexing, man. Like what the hell's going on there? Mighty Win flex, man. You're in jail now. You're gonna have to build some muscles, but you're gonna be in jail for a week for the shot you took. Somebody's got to pay. By the way, hey man, this almost gave me a heart attack. Just in, by the way, Gordon joins, and I thought I was about to die. Gordon joins Norwich on loan from Liverpool because I saw Liverpool and Gordon, and I literally was about to spaz on live air. But Kate Gordon has completed a loan move to Norwich from the remainder of this season. So, whoa, that scared me badly. That would have been it would have been over, man.
Imagine if he joined Norwich.
But I mean, I did see Liverpool, the shirt, and then Gordon in the same sentence. I almost lost it.
Then I would have been doing an incredible Hulk and breaking through those bars. That's another one of the small crumbs of comfort that we can take.
Yeah.
If Gordon goes, we go bottom half.
Mark Todd, bars up, another 50 likes for a bar of soap. There you go. Quinn of Heart, thank you, man. I am adding 2 wins jail term, not taking him out of jail. Make sure you clarify it. Good.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on for a week because the amount of shit he's talked, man, it's unbelievable. Man, it's so late in the UK. We still got 120 people watching, and just on we got actually 498 watching overall, which is unbelievable. We really got nothing else to bring you. No positiveness, not even from the Mighty Win. who told us.
Yeah, we've still got positives.
The crown jewels, right? The crown jewels.
Buzz Deuce hasn't signed for anyone yet.
Crown jewels.
Everything
I look forward to seeing Asula. I look forward to seeing Kelly.
I think Asula's quite a smart signing because we needed a third.
What's up, Steve?
Striker.
Hey, Bilbo, question for Win. Is this another prediction that the PIF didn't back Eddie, even though it's down to Mitchell and Eels for transfer business, like the 70 million right wing you were saying is coming after Guehi? Oh, LOL.
Well, what I'm saying is, Bilbo, I was wrong. It wasn't because of anything that I knew.
Man, I depleted Mighty Win from jail.
I had faith, and I assumed that there was work going on in the background.
Well, you know what they say about assume.
Oh.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's nothing to do with PIF. On a day-to-day basis, PIF do not interfere with the club. It's Darren Eales and Mitchell that are doing
Darren
stuff.
Eales and Mitchell, yeah.
PIF are just in the background.
They control the big picture, though. And if they are saying,
well, they have people to manage.
We're not going to blow £100 million in this window with Eddie as manager when the England job is still there, and they've probably said, yeah, he's okay, because we can definitely get our money back off him.
Yeah.
If the new manager comes in and doesn't like him. But
could we get 70 million back?
Or buy that? No, well, this is probably why they wouldn't go to 70 million. This is why they were wanting to pay 50 million plus the add-ons.
Plus VAT. Yeah, I think it's been a tough one.
It stings to me of Eddie not getting the backing.
You know what?
Instead of Palace just turning around and saying, "No, we don't want to sell him. Get lost," or "We want this amount for him," or "That's it." They weren't talking to us straight.
They took us for a ride, man. Simple.
Yeah. Maybe this is what it's like at the top, and it's harder to get players in because the level of.
Hey, but no, just think about this though. We imagine signing somebody from a top team. Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, below us, have stood their ground and they're not shaken by us. Is it gonna be? We might have to tap into other leagues, man. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think
we might have to do that. We tried to do that with Simican, but it was too late. Mac Debates wins doing time in the clink. There you go. Those aren't pillows. Mighty win wrong. Yeah, every time he opens his mouth. Oh, he's taking the heat now, man. He's taking the heat. You gotta answer for yourself.
Don't go in the showers.
Don't go in the showers, Win. There.
Go bend over for the soap.
You wanna? By the way, Justin, I think we just said that though. Celtic confirming that McGowan has arrived from Dundee. Beer bike. Oh, Kenzie, we've been conned. How can we trust them after this?
Well, that's a good question.
Palace, I think, is talking about.
I think Palace. Beer biking. We were never getting the money for Guehi back ever. Well, we don't know that because if Guehi comes on and he is a top signing and he, I mean, that's you're getting it.
If we'd got him for 50 million plus 20 million add-ons, and the add-ons don't materialize, then he's only cost for 50 million, and you would get that back.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying paying a lot of money for the type of player. I think Guehi with his talents could have, done great. Could have done great. But any signing is a risk, obviously. But there you go. Predator says Parrish was never going to sell to us. He's pissing about. He's pissing about before they sold the other center back. Once they sold him for 30, they were in an even stronger position to demand more.
Yeah, of course.
Reed says nothing happened. Reed. Question says Foxy. Best deals of transfer deadline day for everyone. For me, Andre to Wolves, Gonzalo Plata to Flamengo. Well, look, I think Sterling going to Arsenal is going to be a big add-on. You trust me. You better.
I think Sancho. I think Sancho's a good deal.
Sancho to Chelsea.
The obligation is really low, 20 million.
Well, yeah, as far as money, but I mean, I was looking at it more like player type, like.
Yeah, and I think he is a quality player. It just didn't fit in at Man United, did he?
Yeah. Terry Brown, the Macam
Loses
says
to
Cristiano Ronaldo cleaning the boots. Terry the Macam, man. What you did? Did you make signings? I think there was something
They
going
lost
on.
the best striker.
I think possibly the best signing of the window.
Chiesa.
But there's a big if.
Oh, Chiesa, man.
It's Chiesa, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, he's a bargain buy.
13 million, man. We were funnying around and funnying around.
Yeah, exactly. I think for deal of the century, that could be it. But it all depends on whether he stays.
Deal of the century, damn. That could be.
Toney to Al Ahly in Saudi.
That's a good price.
No, well, you can't
because I think we get some. Do we get 20%?
No. We got it when he went to Brentford.
Yeah, and Minte could be a good one, you know.
I'm sure we get another one.
But yeah, I think you get another.
No, we don't.
Solidarity one keeps going. So if he leaves Ahly, we still get one.
No,
it decreases every time he jumps.
Hey, they said, "Where's Darren Neals?" Darren Neals, I don't think he's going to be at the Stack anytime soon.
He's
where's Darren Neals at? There it is. Oh, he took that picture, man. Atlanta United. Who's photographing somebody when he's sleeping? He did it on purpose.
I think he had a
I didn't realize how disliked he was at Atlanta.
Why was he so disliked? I'm so confused by all this.
Because apparently the fans thought he was doing that.
By the way, that's incredible.
Which is why they've memed, obviously, the sleeping.
No, but look,
he doesn't
I tweeted this, and Ali, look, listen, I tweeted this, and I retweeted this. Darren Neal sleeping, and somebody commented under my tweet and said, "Is your mate, the old man, content with Rudy and the Kelly signings?" And he reposted this, kind of like a Photoshop version of you, man, sleeping. Oh man,
wow, that's a good one.
They got you on there, man. Oh man, you're famous now, man. You're famous. Oh, they put you on there, man. So this is Darren Hills, and this is the Mighty Wind, the whole window. Asleep, man. You're asleep.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable stuff, man. Look, we got 8 minutes, man, before NUFC extra time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
underwhelming,
man. Jordy, then Chiesa has also been dropped by the Italy national squad. Ooh, they must know something's up. Oh no, wait, you're trying to insinuate some gambling, maybe some.
Well, isn't it funny that Paqueta hasn't been done yet?
Yeah, what's that all about? He should.
What's that all about? He
normally
played every game for West Ham at the end of the season.
Tonali, it was like.
Well, he's got the thing going on the cloud on him, man, about the possible, suspension. So it'll be tough for anybody really to go in.
But that's what I'm saying. Why is it taking so long?
I know, strange.
Because they're waiting.
It was like that.
It was after the window anyway, so it wasn't like that. Tonali got banned in August, man. Not August. When did he get banned?
Yeah, but we had nothing. It's stopped.
October, 27th of October.
Yeah. Toney, by the way, going to
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal.
Is it Al Hilal?
Ahly. Maxi's old club.
Well, who does Ronaldo play for?
Al Nasser.
Al Tuat.
Nasser.
Said he wants 1,000 goals, doesn't he, Ronaldo? He's closing in.
They just got somebody else as well. I think it's that defender we were linked with.
Yeah.
Oh wait, those are pillows saying that we get a percentage for the Toney deal.
Yeah, we do apparently.
Ooh,
but it's not a big one. We might get like 10% or something.
I've just seen a message people say on Twitter.
No, we got a percentage of what Peterborough got.
No, but I think it filters down when it's weird. It's really weird.
I don't think it does.
I think it does. Why, man? I think it does.
Yeah.
It's a weird system. It like keeps trickling down. They showed it, or someone explained it.
I'm not sure. I'll check that. We'll check that. We'll double check that.
I know, because I thought like you did, but there is some weird thing in place where once you've got it, it keeps going.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, we still have Miggy, guys. We still have Miggy. We'll
So
enjoy
Miggy-
it for a while.
When he left us, where did he go? To Brentford.
To Brentford, yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
basically,
left us to
Brentford
go
would
to
pay
Peterborough.
us.
Peterborough. Yeah, Peterborough.
So
Yeah.
Peterborough.
Yeah.
Right. So Peterborough would get paid by
Brentford, and we got a
and then
percentage of
Peterborough
that.
then would pay us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think it's any further, but
yeah,
it's
it
some
goes
weird
that way.
thing.
Brother
We'll
Amrit
get
says,
Miggy too.
Brother Amrit says, win out of jail, so I can tell him to be patient. No, man, he can't be. He can't be out of jail. Oh,
Thank you, Amrit, though.
why do you? Oh yeah, no, we gotta put him back in jail. What the hell? No, that was just a little break. He got sent out to
Prison
the patio.
break.
Yeah, you got a prison break, man. But you got put back in cell, brother. Because it's unbelievable. It's criminal what you've been talking about old transfer window.
Yeah,
so
that's how it's turned out, without a doubt. No, at all.
Yeah, you do know your stuff, but you've just been a bit unlucky, really.
Just
by the way,
bitterly disappointed.
You didn't know it was all going to fall apart behind the scenes. That's
Like I say, it seems to me as though they ain't fucking Eddie.
Hey, Roy, you can join.
Now, is that because they know something we don't? Is he going to
if he-
England or?
We got NUFC. Listen, we got NUFC extra time in 4 minutes. So if any of you guys, Roy said he's up and about.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we all join?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
It's only Josh and Moptune Mags. I had to go eat as usual. I haven't eaten, man. I've been live for 4 hours, man.
Get in my belly.
But we got Miggy Longstaff Craft for the future. There we go.
Longstaff's doing all right, though, isn't he?
Love Newcastle.
I'm gutted for lots of reasons.
Longstaff stepped up, actually.
I'm scared of Miggy, but Longstaff, I don't mind.
I don't mind Longstaff. He's a local boy, and he feels a
Oh yeah, he's a local.
we love Newcastle. Says
dribbled.
we get 30% of Peterborough's 30%.
Yeah, something silly.
Well, that's assuming that Peterborough had a clause in with Brentford.
Yeah.
Big up to Beer Bike. A member for 6 months says maybe Mighty Win shouldn't be NTTV's financial guy. Ooh, yeah, no, because he said we got like 300 million to spend.
I think we get about 2.5, almost. We'll get 2.5 million for Toney.
2.5 mil. There you go. Big bucks.
Something like that.
Go out and buy a big striker.
Hey, that's not bad, man. 2.5.
And we've saved Fraser's wages, so that's a bit up.
And look, last but not least, let me just remind people, because I'm literally reporting it. It is what it is. Top arrivals for Newcastle United: Lewis Hall, Odysseus Blakadimus from Forest, Lloyd Kelly from Bournemouth, free transfer. William Osula from Sheffield United, 11 million we paid there. We paid, by the way, Chelsea 33 million for Lewis Hall. Alex Murphy, left back. Why is it saying Alex Murphy?
He's from the under 21.
Oh shit!
Because it's from the academy.
Right. And leaving top departures: Ellie Anderson to Forest, Yankuba Minte to Brighton, 35 million we got for him. We got 41 million euros, by the way, I'm talking about, from Ellie Anderson. Our Harrison Ashby, going loan transfer to Queen's Park Rangers, right back. Loris Karius left, of course. Matt Ritchie gone as a free transfer. Paul Dummett, free transfer. So with that, we also got Pivas as top signing.
And we got a couple of kids.
So
basically, it's been a flipping shit window. That's what it's been.
Yeah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. We got in UFC extra time to analyze the unbelievable moves that Newcastle United have made this transfer window. Don't go anywhere. Go over there, hit the like button, and subscribe if you're not already. But thank you for your support, to supporting this show in particular. But please go over there and support right now. You should be redirected automatically, but if not, just go to the homepage of the channel, and you should see us live there. So right now, NUFC extra time coming up next.
Cowabunga. And see you in a couple of minutes.
There you go. We'll see you later, folks.